Is the day the Knicks have a big game against Oklahoma City, and we say good morning, as we always do, to the one and only Rick DiPietro. Hello, Rick. How are you?
I don't know if I'm liking this.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? We're wearing matching hats and both wearing navy blue shirts.
I can't see any of this.
Yeah, I mean almost identical outfits. Outside, you have a collar on. I don't.
Well, I dressed up for the occasion. You did not.
It's a little alarming. I like it. I don't hate it.
You want me to take my shirt off?
Hey, I don't need it. I think the listeners might like it. I think the people that watch on YouTube.
I'm not saying I would be shirtless. I would just wear a T-shirt for the show. I have a black T-shirt on under mine.
How tight is the T-shirt?
It's tight. Yeah, I mean you can outline of all sorts of areas. And
okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we show off the weight loss?
I'm working at it.
Any thought to wearing a tank top for pickleball?
Unlikely. We have our big pickleball match next Tuesday.
Yeah.
By the way. Oh, there we are. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'm thinking because we're going to need some kind of team apparel, I think, for the, I don't know if the match. If
we
I
should wear what we wore for the throttling of Anita and Amani.
I ripped the shirt off.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Big mistake.
I remember that now.
I thought that might have been it.
Yeah.
You climb the top of the mountain, it's like.
Right.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Top, right,
I don't kill you for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like if me and you went on this journey to climb Everest, once we get to the top of Everest,
yeah,
sell my stuff. We're not going back up to Everest. So that's what I did. That's it.
I'd just be happy we climbed it once.
Right, gold medals. That was all we needed. But now we're back.
We're back, and we have to revisit what we did. By the way, you'll be happy about this. At very early this morning, talking to my friend before I walked into the studio here today. Got a match on Friday.
Nice.
I'm on the court Friday morning. Show to the courts.
Well, I mean, let's not forget too. We had one of our competitors went on a vacation, right? Vacation.
An RJ style vacation. Yes.
RJ style, where she got trapped in Florida for an extra week, where I'm sure she was playing pickleball. Meanwhile, we're stuck in a blizzard.
Correct.
I got no extra pickleball.
No, I haven't played in. Couldn't even tell you the last time I played. So I'll be out there Friday. I'm going to try to get there again on Monday, and then Tuesday we will have the match. And then next Friday, of course, we have the big event.
All right. So how about this one? So I'm at school, and one of the guys I work with at school loves pickleball. He loves it, and we've been talking.
Is he playing?
Yeah, he play. No, he's trying to get off to play. So that's kind of how the conversation started. I was like, "Did you sign up for pickleball yet?" And he's like, "Well," I'm like, "What do you mean honing and humming for?" I was like, "You keep talking about playing. You want to play. It's the perfect opportunity. You can play against me. You can play with me. You can play against Dave." And the entire time that we've talked about playing pickleball, he's never really kind of told me how good he actually is, because I think he was trying to set me up.
Oh, what is it, like a 4-5?
So I'm walking out, and I finally chirp him to the point where he goes into his backpack. He's like, "Oh, I forgot to show you this." I'm like, "What are you showing me?" Sticks his hand in his backpack. Out comes a gold medal from the 4.045 tournament he just played in over the weekend. The 4.045 tournament. He wins the gold medal.
And he won the whole thing?
They won the gold medal.
Yeah, so he's a good player.
He's a real good player.
All right, so have him show up for the Rickleball event.
That's what I said, but he's trying to set me up.
Well, this is for, what's this guy's name?
This is Evan.
All right, Evan, this is for you. Evan, get ready for Rickleball madness. That's right. Because Friday, March 20th, which is 2 weeks from Friday, ESPN New York is taking over Pickleball Heaven. It'll be Rickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. Yeah, what do you mean?
No, but see, let's change it.
No.
It could be It could be Rickleball at something like
at Dave Rothenberg's arena.
No, at Rothenberg Heaven, something like the arena should be you.
One would think. Anyhow, catch a live broadcast of the Rick DiPietro show starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. Then stick around for the big pickleball tournament where we'll crown the champions. Then that ends, and we'll roll right into a college hoops watch party to cap off the day. Sign up now on the ESPN New York app. Spots limited. I think there's only a few. So, Evan, you better get to it. Rickleball Madness brought to you by Pickleball Heaven, the new standard of indoor pickleball. So I hope he plays. Because I have played against 4-5s, and I don't consistently beat them, but I can beat them.
Well, I also think it depends on who you're playing with. I mean, you're not going to beat a 4-5 by yourself.
Well, obviously. But like I played with another 4 or 3-7 or wherever I am in that range. And we have beaten we actually beat a group of 5s one time.
Whoa.
Yeah. But that was it's the best I've ever played, and I don't think they were playing at the top of their game.
Well, that's the beauty of sports, though.
But I have it in me.
Know. You have it in you. You don't know. They could have a good day. They could have a bad day.
You should hear RJ today, by the way.
Well, is he all fired up?
So, first of all, he needs to apologize to me for the St. John's are going to maul Georgetown. Because Georgetown should have won that game last night. Georgetown led by 13 in the second half, and then they did what they do, and they completely fell apart. And Ed Cooley was just shocked by it, but it happens almost every game. But St. John's favored by 17. They win by 3. So that's just start. I go, your Sabres. He goes, yeah. And then he says, in a high pitched, almost squeal, he goes, "We might win the division." And you know what? There it is. Isn't it nice to feel alive again, RJ?
So over the past couple of weeks, especially, but I'd say the past 10 or 2 months, but specifically the last.
We might win the division.
We might. We might. I mean, did you see what happened? I mean, probably not. They beat Tampa up over the weekend, then they win again yesterday. But Ann said to me, because this is when it occurred to me, since they have that parallel playoff drought with the Jets, I've known her for 12 years. She said, "I did not know you were this into hockey." And I said, "No one I associate with in regards to hockey has ever been good since I've known you. USA, Sabres, and here we are."
Here we are. So now he's like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. We might win the division. He's very excited.
He deserves to be excited.
Of course he does.
I mean, he's been. Think about what I would be like if this is the Jets right now.
This would be like the Jets being 11-3 right now.
Yeah, I wish that for you. I do. This feeling.
Maybe someday, RJ.
This exact feeling.
Don't get too excited. Well, no, I'm being sincere. I don't want you to get your hopes up. I don't think we're on the precipice of.
No, but I think the point is if RJ's team could do it. RJ's team hired a soccer coach.
Anyone can do it.
Yeah, we
I mean, RJ's team was the epitome of dysfunction, and they found a way. It was sketchy ownership.
Yeah, very sketchy ownership. RJ, I'm looking ahead. 5 of the next 6 games are home. I mean, it's right there for you.
It needs to happen.
It's right
Tampa's
there for you.
got 2 games in hand, though. But even, listen, first round matchup, you versus Detroit. Right now, as it stands, not bad. And that's not bad.
I didn't expect to go here, but there's some. I mean, Toronto and Florida, highly disappointing seasons.
At some point, with the injuries that they've dealt with, I mean, you lose your captain like that. I mean, one of the best two-way players. He might be the best two-way player in the league, and they've been to 3 straight finals.
Right? No, but Toronto.
Toronto is a mess. The loss of Marner was bigger than I think they expected, especially for Austin Matthews. And now I don't know how happy Austin Matthews is in Toronto. That's another one of those ones, though. That's a Yankee kind of. Now they haven't had the success as the Yankees.
But I think they're more under the microscope than the Yankees.
Weight of jersey?
Yes,
very heavy.
Yeah, it's too bad.
That is a tough place to play.
That's tough. What's going on there?
The hatred you have for Toronto, it's just.
I love it.
Well, I don't like them as it is. Because
all right, Maple Leafs win the Cup, or Seahawks win the Super Bowl.
Which is worse?
Yeah.
Seahawks.
No, not now. Well, you've already lived that life, though. Now you don't want Toronto.
Oh, you mean in addition to? Can I subtract?
In general now.
Can I subtract the Seahawks?
You can
Super
subtract.
Bowl? Yeah,
Seahawks.
I'd take that one away.
You would just choose to take that one away.
But Toronto, because I live it more personally, because Toronto would come into Buffalo. They still do. And they take over the arena.
Right, because you can't get tickets in Toronto, and they're cheaper in Buffalo.
And then they make fun of us.
Yep. Hey, good game, eh?
And then they beat us, and then they
mock you.
Then they leave.
Yeah.
Tell them in your high-pitched, squeaky voice that you guys might win the division. Tell them.
We might. We might.
It was and you know what the worst part of it is? The only one that in the entire world that got to hear that was me.
Well, you know what the hard part is, and this will whenever the Jets get good again, is you have to take advantage of that 1 year, because these are a lot of the same guys that I watched, not be great for a while. So you don't know if this is built to last. So this could be a summer fling.
You never know ever. You never know ever.
Yeah. Oh, hold on one second, though.
What?
Hold on one second. Now, we can't sit here right today on March 4th, and we haven't even been to the deadline yet to say right? Like this is a great chance for Buffalo to win a Stanley Cup.
No.
But I think
make some noise in the postseason.
Right, but I think to his point, and I agree with him, when you've had the history that a Buffalo has had, or that the Jets have had, or even to a certain degree, I won't put them in this category because they haven't been nearly as dysfunctional, but like teams that aren't well run will have like blips, which I think is the point RJ's making.
That's fair.
They'll have a year or two where they're
like
good.
Cleveland, Arizona.
Like the Jets had a couple years where it was good, then it fell apart again. Like it happens.
Well, because it's like lightning striking, right? It's not going to happen numerous times, but could it happen one time? Yeah, it could happen the one time. So I hope that it works out for you. I really, really do. And that, you know what? Now I see why you guys are excited with my excitement.
RJ, how about this? RJ, how about this? How about this? I think as a show, I'm going to put this out there.
Stop it. We're not going on a trip. We're not going
Buffalo
anywhere.
Sabres playoff game.
Stop it. It's not going to happen.
Why?
Because it won't happen.
I'm very familiar with Buffalo.
You might be familiar. It could be in your backyard. We
It's a
don't
quick
do anything
flight.
as a show after the show. We never do.
I'd go to a playoff hockey game.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you.
Just know this: conversations have been had. It won't be taking any days off because my Florida extravaganza really.
You have no more days.
Yeah, they set me back. I'm like the Saints after they had to.
I got
get rid of Breece.
Could I?
RJ has no cap space.
Could I give you a day?
I don't know.
Is that something that you could do?
I think we've discussed that in the past. That's not really something
you're not
that we
allowed
can
to
do.
transfer a day off.
No.
Because I got lots of days this summer.
Under the current CBA.
Yeah,
No.
we have to renegotiate.
I think RJ's looking to cut people in the office who have days.
Yeah, I'm the Saints. I'm the Cowboys. I'm just trying to find money anyway.
So what are we saying?
RJ has released Greg and has opened up 10 days off.
Wow, we had that many. That's valuable. But should it land on a weekend?
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yes.
If you guys want to come,
I'm
that's
in.
up to you.
You're going to drive?
I don't know. I'll get.
We can drive. You want to jump in the swaggin' wagon? I'll drive us.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday game going. So you guys are welcome.
So Friday? So you're going to leave after the show, get in the car, and drive up to Buffalo?
You have to. This might not happen again for another 15 years. I
That's
don't
a
know.
So
quick
what do you mean?
flight, too.
Just one game, or every weekend you're going to be going up to Buffalo?
No, I gotta get to at least one. If it lands on a weekend, I have to.
You got to figure if they have home games, at least one
We'll
is
make
going to
a-
land on a weekend.
We'll make a weekend of it. We'll hit Buffalo. We'll go to Lancaster after. We'll make
I got a
Lancaster's
nice
in the
I got a
complete
nice
opposite
restaurant, too.
direction.
it'll be like a triangle.
It's like 9 hours from Buffalo.
We'll spend the weekend together.
We just got beat up by your neighbor this weekend.
You did.
Yeah.
We'll spend the weekend together. It'll be nice. What do you say?
I think I would go.
I'd love to see RJ in the heat of the moment at a Sabres playoff game with his people.
The odds of this actually happening are
Like,
minuscule.
Yeah.
I think you'll go. I think the odds of this
I
happening.
go to Buffalo all the time. I got a nice restaurant I like in Buffalo. I got a nice hotel.
Okay.
listen,
I like Buffalo.
That's all. That's
I'm
all
not
well and
sharing a
good.
bed with you, by the way, Rick.
What do I look like?
I'm just
Gambling?
saying, I know when you travel, you like to intimately share beds. I just want it understood right now. I don't intend to do that.
I don't like to share
I'm not
beds.
spooning. I don't want to look over and see you in the morning. No.
Okay, here's the deal. If the hotel that I like only has one room with a king-size bed, you're sharing the bed. Okay? Yeah, or you're on the floor. What do you mean to tell you?
I'm sorry. I'm not sharing a bed.
build a pillow.
You're going to another hotel.
I'll go to a lesser hotel.
You need a pillow wall.
We'll put a nice
No.
pillow wall.
Why do I have to share a bed with him? How about you?
Because you're co-hosts.
RJ's gonna have to share a bed with Ray, maybe.
This is how you get to know each other.
Why do we have to share beds?
Because-
We're grown men. I'm going to be 53 next week.
I can go ahead and tell you I'm not going anywhere.
You won't go on this trip?
No.
Why?
How could I go on the trip? The Knicks will probably be playing. How?
Okay, but there's a chance the Knicks aren't playing over that weekend.
You don't know that?
I don't know it. All right, then make this promise. If the Knicks are not playing, would you go?
If the Knicks are not playing, I would throw my hat in.
You're in.
But I'm pretty sure the Knicks will be playing.
Oh, that's a party. That's gonna
This
be a
is
party.
good. This could be something.
Oh, baby.
This could. Well, what are we gonna do? Let's get crazy.
You want to
No,
go? We'll
Let's get crazy.
we'll hit Chippewa. We'll get real crazy.
Is there a
RJ,
Wawa?
RJ, this casino's close to that, RJ.
Yeah.
There's casinos everywhere.
Oh no.
We'll see Dave in his natural element.
You
We
would
could
know.
lose him. We could lose him to Canada.
There's casinos everywhere. I'm driving to Lancaster. I'm passing by Wind Creek Casino.
Oh, so by like the third homestand, you're going to be.
Everywhere. There's gonna be casinos at City Field in a couple of years.
By the fifth homestand in Lancaster, you're going to have a club membership at Wind Creek.
It just pulls up as he's getting in his car.
Mr. Rothenberg.
The casino just pulls up on his GPS. That freaks me out all the time now.
What happened?
Well, where the car knows where you're going. Does that happen in your car?
No. What do you mean? How could it know where
That
you're going?
happened to me 2 days ago.
Like when you turn, so when you do your phone connects to your car,
Right.
Like I'll jump in the car and the car will give me it'll give me the route to where I'm
yeah. Well,
going.
this morning I get in the car and it's like, will you be going to work?
Well, and those are your patterns.
Yes,
Right.
I will. I don't like that.
I don't
know.
like
I don't know my patterns. How
If-
does my car know my
And
patterns?
if you have appointments or something in your phone, the location will show up. That happens to me all the time.
Right, but I don't want my phone to know exactly. It knows where I'm going all the time.
Well, you jerk, have completely ruined my algorithm now. Now I get like gymnastics of little people show up. Like, would you like to watch? No, I don't want to watch this. I never intended because I click on the crap that you send. Now it's infiltrating into my whole algorithm. It's all your fault. All right, so what do we have today? Stump Rothenberg, 7:45-50 in that range. Knicks, good win last night. Tonight's the game that you're really intrigued by, right? I think that's fair to say. Really good win. You expected it. Tonight's tonight, right?
Yeah, my only concern was that maybe after a big Spurs win and you've owned Toronto, is that maybe
Let down?
maybe you look ahead a little bit to OKC, but I mean to their credit, especially in that last 5 minutes. I mean, talk about pouring it
They
on.
turned it. Yeah, they were up 2, and then they completely turned it on.
Yeah,
And you know what's nice is they obliterated them on the glass last night.
killed them.
Like I think the Knicks were what, plus 15 on the glass,
I believe the Knicks were.
something like that.
I looked at it this morning.
I think I saw plus 15 on the glass and plus
Yeah.
8 assists. So
43-28, and we had 32 assists. Yeah,
right. So I mean, if you're going to be plus 15 on the glass and plus 8 with the assists, you're going to win most games. And the Knicks were the better team, and they're better than Toronto. They should be Toronto.
right. They should be Toronto. That's 12 straight against Toronto. Right. I mean, that's I think owning at this point.
They own Toronto. Like that would be a team, and come back to bite me, you know where. But that would be a team postseason. Sign me up for Toronto. I would be more than happy with that series.
Right, but I mean, that's not what we're talking about though with them. Right, like this is us. It's Boston, it's Cleveland, and it's Detroit. That's it.
Those are the teams.
Those are the teams.
You
And now,
know
I mean,
who-
if you look at the numbers now, especially with the idea that Tatum's probably coming back, that it's switched to now it's Boston.
Boston is the favorite out of the East.
I think what I saw yesterday. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, Jaylen Brown's right there for the MVP.
The Jaylen Brown is terrific.
The kid they have playing center now is having a
Queta,
great
is that
year
his
for them.
name?
Yeah, he's having a great season.
Who is he? Who are you?
Well, to their credit, man. I mean, he's having a great year for them.
They're
And then-
they're always a well-run organization.
and then you could get Tatum back, which is scary.
If
I mean,
if they get Tatum back, that's a legitimate concern. And I've said this and I stand by it. You really got to fight for that number 2 spot.
I would again, especially seeing what the Knicks look like at home, as opposed to what they like. It's you can try to run away from it if you want.
I don't know why
They-
you would.
I know, but because you'll have the diehard Knicks fan that wants to protect this team and stand up for his team that'll try to fight that. But we're all watching the same thing. I don't understand why we just can't be realistic about what we're watching.
I mean, you come on. I actually think right now, if you tell me that Tatum is back, the difference between winning that series and not winning that series could be who's going to have home court advantage.
Right. I mean, it's your stars are going to show up. Doesn't matter where you can play anywhere, and your stars will be your stars. It's the other guys that have, that just are more comfortable at home. Your team has been better at home.
You're better at home. Yeah, I mean, I think you're what? You're 23-8 at home. So you're a really good home team.
Right, and you're a couple. I mean, it's been better. You're a couple games over 500 on the road. I think you're 17-14 is what I saw. So 3 games over, but still, it's being at home is an advantage, right? That's why it's called home court advantage.
It's a tremendous like I'm just looking right now. So Boston is 20-9 at home, but 21-11 on the road. The Knicks
all
are
those teams,
right. Detroit 23-7, 21-8, right? So it's like, but the Knicks have plus 15 or plus 2. You tell me, where'd you rather be? You see what they're like at home. You want to be home. Fight for that. I'm telling you, if we get down to the last week and they don't really go all in and fight for that 2 seed, I would be very upset.
I just think at a certain point too, you're gonna have to start ramping it up. Right? I mean, you are.
Well, they've played what, 62? There's 8, so they got 20 games left.
They played 62. Yeah, they got 20 left.
All right, so I mean, you're in the home stretch now.
Right. This is it. And I mean, again, like I don't think that this team right now, as as we're watching them finish the season, is as good as Detroit, but I think that you still want to give yourself the best opportunity. And nothing's going to be easy, obviously. I don't want to say anything's easy because the playoffs are it's a different season and everything. Crazy stuff has happened especially after what we watched last year, right? I mean, got the crap kicked out of us by the Celtics, and then somehow, and maybe with some luck or however you want to.
That feels like the outlier more than the rule, but you're right. Yeah,
right. But you want to set yourself up. You want to be playing your best basketball. You want to give yourself the best opportunity, and recognize, hey, we're a better team at home. So why not give ourselves the luxury? We're good enough. It's not like we're not good enough to do it. The only team that potentially that scares me a little bit is Detroit, just because of I've seen what it looks like. Even after we lost that Cleveland game, we still, and I know it's with James Harden's on the team now, so it's a different look, but I mean, we had won the previous two against Cleveland, so it really is Detroit. So give me the best path,
yes,
to get to them,
right, and the easiest path to get to them, and home court does in fact matter. So let's set it up. 800-919-3776. Big game tonight, as big as they get in the regular season for the Knicks. A real litmus test against OKC. I saw OKC last night did not play SGA, so they held him out for this game now tonight. He's been banged up recently. He's come back recently, but I would imagine, going to play in this game tonight. So big game tonight. We got some Jets stuff to get into. The Giants are making moves. We got Stump Rothenberg, 800-919-3776. People getting excited for the World Baseball Classic. So there's a lot going on. And then next week, it gets crazy. Next week, it gets crazy with, of course, free agency. Before we get to any more, though, Rick, would you like to tell me something about something?
Well, I think you did a great job in that opening segment, just throwing in the St. John's Georgetown game, which RJ mocked you about. So it got me thinking about some college basketball. College basketball is nonstop. You got big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every single night. And now FanDuel is giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger wins. You got a college basketball parlay profit boost, and here's how it works. You build any college hoops parlay you like. The early tip, the rivalry game, the ranked matchup, the late-night West Coast shootout. You can mix the spreads, totals, props, whatever fits your read of the slate, then just apply your profit boost and instantly bump up that potential payout. You can go safe, you can go spicy. Go with the team you've been following all season. It's your parlay, your style, now with more upside behind it. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, play your game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Minimum 2-leg parlay required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable boost builder tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
That's really nice. That's really, really nice. Well done by you. Let's break, come back. We'll get to everything we need to tackle today. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. The AFI hails. Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Wild Turkey Bourbon and ESPN New York are bringing you the ultimate New York game day. 2 games, 1 damn day. We're kicking things off today at Spritzenhaus 33 Beer Hall at 33 Nassau Avenue in Brooklyn starting at 7 p.m. Stop by for Wild Turkey tastings, exclusive giveaways, and your chance to win an epic New York sports experience. Opening day energy in the Bronx, Knicks at night vibes, all in one unforgettable day. So grab your crew and experience Wild Turkey at Spritzenhaus 33 Beer Hall today. Must be 21 or older. Drink responsibly.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-568-2790. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-568-2790. That's 800-568-2790. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-568-2790.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So I finished the Miracle documentary, by the way.
Did you get choked up at the end?
Oh, it was wonderful. See, I remember that was like one of my first sports memories. So for me, it brings me back to being a 7-year-old, and I remember when that happened. I guess I was born in 73. So yeah, right there in that 7-8-year-old range. I remember like immediately going downstairs to the basement and playing hockey, and it was like I was Buzz Schneider and O'Callahan. Like I remember that. So, like it's an amazing story regardless, but when you feel it and you remember it when you're like 7-8 years old, it even hits more. So, yeah, no, I loved it. I thought it was an amazing. I knew I would. I love that stuff. Love that stuff. It was great.
Right. I mean, but I think there's a lot of people that thought when they first saw that before they watched it that it's like, okay, like how many times can you do the same thing over and over again? But everyone I've talked to, including you, and I heard Don talking about it yesterday, it's like you're like, wow, like this is unbelievable.
Well, and you know what the thing is? I knew the whole Jim Craig and his mom. I knew that he was looking for his dad. I knew that they had to come back. Like I knew the whole story. I knew that they had to tie at least tie Sweden. I knew they were down 2-1 at the end of 2 periods to Finland to win the gold medal. Like I know the story, but you see it from like a different perspective, and you see it from the player's perspective. And what I didn't know, I knew it was difficult. I never knew that Brooks was that difficult, and I didn't know that he never wasn't that with the guys. Like, it feels like the guys kind of regret that he passed away before they could have that, like, fatherly kind of relationship with him. That I didn't know.
Right, because they're bonded for life. Right? I mean, you saw that when they walked back in and they sat on the bench together and kind of, you could just, it's like you don't realize in that moment for, those 6 months that you're bringing this team together from all over the country that, I mean, a lot of those guys didn't really even like each other to now become
your family.
That is
this
now
unbreakable bond.
And unfortunately, Herb Brooks never got a real chance. Like he's a coach, but still didn't really get the opportunity. And then they had the kids, his kids. And, it felt like the guys, like even though you knew the stories, it felt like they were seeing some of that footage for the first time.
Yeah,
and it brought them back.
Either they were seeing it for the first time, or they hadn't seen it in maybe 46 years.
I think I cried 3 times during that.
Really?
Documentary, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Jim Craig stuff made me cry. Mike
Eruzione. So Eruzione was how old on that team? Because I looked up, he's 71.
It was at BU.
But I think he might have been like 25 or 26 on that team.
No. I don't think so.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't think he was that old.
You don't think so?
No, you got to. Well, I mean, it was 1980, so look up when was he born.
I'll look it up.
How about his living situation?
How about his hair? By the way, the hair thing going on for him.
It's gorgeous. But he had how many people in his house in Winthrop?
He was 26 years old on that team.
He was that old?
Yeah. See what I do? I provide.
Right, but 26 at BU. What was he? Be a doctor?
Yeah, he
like
was
Van
20.
Wilder.
Well, are you sure he had just finished BU though, and he wasn't kind of floating around?
No, he was. I think it was just out of BU. Like that was. I think that was his last year at BU. Maybe his last year at BU.
So I don't know. And they didn't used to do that whole thing they would do where guys after high
there was
school
no
would go on like this minor league tour, right?
Right. No, he didn't play. None of these guys played pro, but you couldn't play pro before, so that must have been his.
No,
senior.
he did. He played for Team USA in 75-76, and then he spent 2 seasons with the Toledo Gold Diggers, being named Rookie of the Year in 78.
And then played for the Olympic team?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
You see what I've done for you?
Right, but I don't think he's ever mentioned that part of the story. I mean, I grew up in the same town as him. I've heard the story a million times.
Right.
I don't think he mentioned that.
He was 20. Not only was he 20, he was like 26 and a half when those Olympics took place.
It makes sense as to why, he was the best equipped to be the captain.
Yeah, he was definitely the best equipped to be the captain of that team.
But I love that. I mean, I would watch it again.
Yeah,
actually,
I agree with you. I thought it was absolutely awesome. But the movie they made was great. The original documentary that I saw was great. This was great. I almost can't get enough. And what frustrates me, and we'll get back to the Knicks in a second. The calls 800-919-3776. What frustrates me, people are like, oh well, I mean, the Giants beat the Patriots, and that was an upset. No, nothing that you've ever experienced was anywhere near the magnitude of upset as Team USA beating Russia. And listen, tying Sweden, like the whole run was monumental. But beating Russia was something, and we always try to replicate, oh, this is like that. No, nothing has ever been, will ever be like that again.
It would almost be the equivalent, and maybe not, the conversations that we'll have when your football team stinks, or like when the Jets are really bad, and we'll have people call in and be like, well, Alabama could beat the Jets. It's like, no,
right.
Alabama cannot beat the Jets.
If Alabama took on the Jets in like a meaningful game and beat the Jets, then yes, now you're talking. But that doesn't happen.
No, right, that doesn't happen.
Right.
But that's who the Russians were.
So Team USA won the Olympic gold medal in 1960, 64, 68, 72, 76. Russia won every gold medal since.
Right, and also beat up on
Canada.
Well, and then beat up on was it the All-Star team they played?
Everybody.
Like they killed everybody.
Everybody. So, yeah, I thought it was awesome. So I finished that, and then I watched a movie because I had that on the DVR. I had to get through it. It was fine. Why are you laughing?
I had a movie. I had to get through it.
Well, because it's been just waiting on the DVR.
What movie was it?
I think it's called The Smashing Machine.
Oh, that was the one with Momoa.
With The Rock?
With The Rock. Yeah, okay.
It was not great.
You didn't love it?
No.
I think that The Rock thought that was going to be like his
like real big. Well, the Safdie brothers wrote it, and they're the ones that did the recent one with Chalamet.
About the ping pong guy,
right?
Yeah.
But this was and they did Uncut Gems as well. This was not. There was no story. Like they focused on this guy who was, I guess Mark Kerr was his name.
A UFC fighter, right?
Right. Like the first though, even before UFC was UFC, like he kind of indoctrinated the entire sport. But the whole movie was a 3-year period of his life. You didn't know anything about him before, and you didn't know anything about him after. It was just a 3-year period of his life. And that was it.
So it's not going to go on one of your top movie lists.
No. It was fine. But it was not one of the great movies I've seen. No, absolutely not. All right, so now we've spent almost no time talking about the Knicks. We will remedy that on the other side. We'll hear from Mike Brown, Jalen Brunson. Last night, took care of business. Tonight is the night. 800-919-3776. Schefter had some big Jets news as well. We'll get there. There's a lot going on. It's DNR with you, and you never know where the show goes right here on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts tonight at Jack Doyle's with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Thunder, Jack Doyle's is your destination. The party tips off at 6:30 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans tonight at 240 West 30th Street to cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra Draft and Bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Jack Doyle's.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. The AFI hails. Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Stop what you're doing. Gold is around $5,100 an ounce. If you've got gold or silver just laying around, Estates Roadshow wants it, and they're paying top dollar on the spot. Broken chains, old rings, coins, watches, diamonds, vintage jewelry. If it's valuable, they're buying it. No appointment needed. Just walk in, get a free appraisal, and walk out with cash in your hand. They're also buying pre-1964 silver coins, flatware, sterling silverware stamp 925. They're buying coin collections, gold, silver foreign and domestic. Plus, they've been in business for over 35 years with thousands of prior happy customers. Licensed, bonded, state-certified scales, the highest tech equipment, employees with GIA certifications. They are numismatic experts. Estates Roadshow is happening this week, Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South. More info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or visit tmtcashforgold.com.
Hahn and Rosenberg is live from the Big East Tournament presented by Schweppes, Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, and Samuel Adams. Join DHR broadcasting live from the Irish Exit inside Moynihan Train Hall for a Big East extravaganza. Big East legends Charles Smith and Walter Berry will join us on site as we break down the action and relive the glory days. All courtesy of Schweppes. Stop by beginning at 3 p.m. Enter to win great prizes and make the Irish Exit your headquarters when the Big East takes center stage. Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Teas available at Bourbon and Branch and Taylor Pub. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You can see Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Irish Exit, Moynihan Train Hall, Friday, March 13th, before the semifinal round of the Big East Tournament. Stop by before heading into the Garden or before your commute on home. DHR live from the Irish Exit, Moynihan Train Hall, starting at 3 o'clock, Friday, March 13th, brought to you by Schweppes, Above the Rim Refreshment. Feel the madness and refresh your game with a Schweppes Seltzer or Schweppes Ginger Ale. Also by Sam Adams and Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, available at Avenida and the Rutherford. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly. We'll get to some of your Knicks calls in a moment. Let's play some sound. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to give you a choice of 3. Mike Brown, Carl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go with the captain.
All right. That would be Jalen Brunson. Here he is, courtesy of MSG, on the win.
Start with stops. I think it's always big time when you hold a team to under 100 points, and then especially a team like that, they play so fast, that gets downhill, that creates opportunities for each other. I mean, they've been playing great all year, and now we just, in that fourth quarter, we just found the way in the last 5 minutes to string some stops together.
Yeah, that game was really up for grabs with 5 minutes to go, and the Knicks kind of stepped on their throat and completely took advantage.
Right. I mean, they ramped up the defense. You had a couple. I mean, I actually thought the Knicks did a really good job in transition. I mean, that's been...
Their defense has been better.
Right, has definitely been better, but that's been one of the things that we've talked about a lot with this group is how they don't really get back in transition. It's been a problem for them. And he's not wrong. To hold the team under 100 points.
Right. What, they have 37 points in the second half?
Yeah, I think they scored
something like that.
I think they scored 13 points in the fourth quarter.
They definitely had 13 points in the fourth quarter, and yet scored by 11.
37 points they scored in the second half.
Which is, I mean, that's a tremendous job.
That's a great job. It's a great job, and that was, I mean, to finish that game, it was their starting unit that was on the floor. I mean, which is, again, like you've seen different iterations of it depending on which group is working its best. But I mean, that's in a perfect world, that's what you'd like it to be, right? Where you have that. I mean, I need Karl-Anthony Towns to be good enough defensively where I can keep him on the floor in big moments.
And listen, I've been very tough on him. I understand it. Some people can get frustrated. He's been much better lately.
He had a nice night last night.
He had a nice night last night. He was good the other day. Like you'd feel, and the thing is, I never know. Like you could start to fall into this trap of like, okay, it's different. He's better, right direction, and then it just gets ripped away like that. You're like, well, he was not interested in playing defense. And he took 3 shots in the second half. It's like you don't know why or when it's going to happen, but it eventually kind of rears its ugly head.
Well, but again, like I mean, here's where I'll criticize Mike Brown a little bit. It's also knowing your people, right? It's knowing, like, I mean, we both just watched the 1980 documentary. I mean, one of the things that you would say about Herb Brooks that made him such a good coach and made him, I mean, maybe even a genius, right, is knowing exactly what buttons to press, like having that in his back pocket. Like, hey, the game is unfolding like this. I know if I say this to this guy, he's going to go crazy, which is going to get the locker room fired up, which is going to get us, where we need to be, like. So if Karl-Anthony Towns is a guy who you need to make feel important and get involved early so you get the best version of Karl-Anthony Towns.
Then make sure that you do that.
Right, that's going to try, is going to give you the effort
Get
on
him
defense.
engaged. Yeah, you're right.
Like that's goal number 1 for me, man.
Right. And you know what? You got to impart that to Jalen. Here's the thing, okay? We know you're going to be offensively good and engaged the entire game. If he doesn't get early touches, guess what? Get him early touches.
Right, like find him, like get him involved early. If he's going, like I mean, I think Perk was saying about the other day on First Take of one of the shows about was it Doc? It was one of the I think it might have been Doc. Is that he would trick him because he knew that Perk was similar where he wanted to feel involved early, so he would make sure that he gave Perk like an early touch. And then that would get Perk all motivated, and they wouldn't. It wasn't like they were going to keep going back to him.
Right, but just one touch would. Right, so come out of the gates and get Karl-Anthony Towns a couple touches, and then you got him engaged, hopefully.
Right, because we need the best version of him. That's what we're trying to do here.
If you don't have the best version of Karl-Anthony Towns, you're not going to get to where you want to get to.
Right.
Period. That's it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. That's the reality.
So you need to figure out a way to get that. And whether it's you feed him the ball, whether it's whatever it is, whether it's you take Brunson off, with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, whether it's you play him at center, whether it's you play him at the 4, whatever it is, you need to figure out how to milk every ounce of everything out of Karl-Anthony Towns.
Well, think about this for a second. So the other guys around Jalen. So it's Cat, it's OG, it's Bridges, and it's Josh. Let's just go with the starting 5. You play in a series against a team like Detroit, and now you know what Detroit has. They're young, they're big, they're physical. What they can do to Jalen, the bodies that they can throw at Jalen. So they're going to make it tough on Jalen. So now all of a sudden this game slows down, and we're in the half court. Okay, is Mikal Bridges going to create his own shot?
No.
Probably not.
No, definitely not.
Right, is OG going to create his own shot?
Not really, no.
Not really. Is Josh going to create his own shot?
No.
No, they're reliant on, hey, Jalen's going to do what Jalen does. Maybe we'll run some sets and everything else. But it's why I think we keep harping on, like, hey, you got Jalen, you got Cat, who is maybe the most skilled, one of the most skilled big men in the league. Like, where's the 2-man game? Right? You're not going to be able to stop that. They don't do it enough. I think we all agree on that. But, like, Cat has the ability to also now run the offense through him and create for other people, just like Jalen can create for other people. So, like, if it's hard on Jalen, okay, now Cat, we need you to take over, right? Get yourself down in the paint,
right?
They send a double. Now you're the one that sprays it out.
You know what though frustrates me too? He is terrible when they send the double, immediately getting rid of the basketball. Terrible at it. Watch it. Like, he holds it until the double is like all over him, and then he's like, "Oh, I should try to get rid of it."
Right.
It's a really and it seems, maybe I'm wrong, it seems like such an easy thing to remedy. Like, the second the double's on the way, kick the ball across the court, like, get rid of it quickly, or make the pass that leads to the pass. It leads to the pass for the three.
Right, but that's also
he holds it
recognizing
forever.
Right, but that's also like having the ability to recognize, like, hey, where's it coming from? Who's all like that's also a skill too.
Whatever it is.
Well, watch Jokic do it.
Oh, he's so good at it.
You know what I mean? Like, Jokic knows it. Like, he's certain guys just see the whole floor, see the whole ice. Like, they know exactly who's coming, when they're coming, when to get
all
rid
right,
of it.
but even so, like, if the double's coming, you have to figure that's not a sign that you're going to now attack two guys. Even if you get it to someone who maybe is not the right guy, he can get it to the right guy.
Right, because otherwise, offensively for the Knicks, it's like we got to get stops. Right, good defense is going to lead to our easy offense.
Yes, and you mentioned Hart, OG, Bridges, and again, they can all make shots. They're not create your own shots. They're more, in transition, they're going to be a real problem.
Well, the thing is, like, what can we go to when it gets tough? Like, what can you rely on? You can, like,
Brunson, you can rely on.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if you get into a series against Detroit, which we're all hoping, unless someone does our dirty work for us, that it's us in Detroit in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's when we see them in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality of the matchup is, and this is game to game, right? Things will change, adjustments will be made, is they're going to try to cut the head of the snake off. If we can eliminate Jalen or make it tough for Jalen, we feel like we can beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
So when it gets hard like that, especially during the course of a game, what can I go to? What can I rely on? And that needs to be Karl-Anthony Towns because he has the skill, right, to take advantage of matchups and to create for other people. Maybe not for himself, but it's not going to be Mikal Bridges getting to the line.
No. Well, certainly. It's not going to be Mikal Bridges creating his own shot, period. Getting to the line, creating his own shot. OG, I have a little more confidence in, but he's not that guy either. You're right. I can't argue with you at all. It's Brunson is your 1, and Towns needs to be your 1A. That's what it has to be.
Like, you need to have that in your back pocket. Like, something that we know will work. We know we can go to it. It's like, it's why I get frustrated sometimes when, like, you don't, like, if it gets, like, mucky and it's slowed down and it's like, okay, Mikal Bridges is almost automatic for mid-range. Can we run something to get him a mid-range shot? Like, there's a great chance that's going to go in. And I just think Karl-Anthony Towns has the ability to do that for us. But we just need to find a way to get it all the time.
Yeah. And you need more consistency. I agree. Stamatis in Astoria. He's very excited. Good morning, Stamatis. How are you?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How you feeling today?
Good. What's going on?
Not much, my friends. So check it out. I got two things: one Knicks and one Jets for a second, if I can.
Yeah.
All right, for the Knicks, I'm really excited about the defense lately. That 95 points really means a lot to me as a Knicks fan. I'm sure me and a lot of others feel the same way. And I got I'm going to give Cat some credit here because I feel like something switched in his head over the past few games. I see a difference in the way he's defending. I see that he's really. Look, we all know he could score. We all know he could rebound. But to me, it's like on the defensive side of the ball, I feel like you see there's an energy there now that he's actually staying in. He's staying into the last minute, finishing the play. He's grunting. He's grinding his teeth. It looks like he wants this. Like somebody got in his ear, I don't know, but I'm all about it because, like you said, we need him to be who he is for us to be successful. So I want to give him props. Let's see what he does tonight. He's got some, we're playing OKC.
But tonight's going to be the night. Like as important and as much as last night mattered, and you're happy they won the game. Tonight's the bigger stage, right. And tonight's the game that people are going to focus on. How does this guy, even if you lose the game, what does Karl-Anthony Towns look like tonight? Because this is the game that you're going to circle that you want to see him at the best version of himself.
Yeah, he's got to look like this. I don't know the expression, but he's got to show his teeth, man. You can't, he's really got to get in there and if they start being aggressive or bodying him up, he's got to show his teeth a little bit and be who he's capable of being. He's a big guy. He's got to utilize it. But we've been saying that forever, and let's see what he's got. As far as the Jets go, I'm a Giants fan, but I just can't help but chime in with something. So I got an idea. It's a little outside the box. I just wanted your opinion. So I was thinking the Jets are going to have trouble getting any quarterbacks to come here because, obviously, of the situation. But what about Sam Howell, the guy that was with Washington a couple of years? He's 25 years old. He's not the greatest, but you know what? He had a full season. He was just a backup in Seattle, so he won a Super Bowl. And
Sam Howell, you know what Sam Howell would be? And not that this is an awful thing, Stamatis. Sam Howell would be, let's punt on the season.
Right.
Which is fine. Let's win 4 games and let's get the second pick in the draft.
Right. Yeah. Let's sign him to a 2-year deal. Let's let him play. We won't be very good, and then he'll be a good backup for whoever we draft.
Exactly that.
Right.
That's the ups. I mean, how many games do you think you win with Sam Howell as your quarterback this coming season?
Yeah, I listen. I understand
Which I don't think is bad, to be honest.
No, I don't think it's bad either. We'll get into that whole thing because I was listening to the afternoon show yesterday. But it's if I'm going to do something like that, as opposed to bringing in a proven commodity that I know will make us competent and could potentially win us too many games. And I'm not saying like 9 or 10 games, but maybe 6 or 7 games, and now affects my ability to get the quarterback at 2027.
What's going to?
I need to have somebody that has the potential to be the starter moving forward.
But who could that possibly be?
I don't know.
It's not Kirk Cousins.
Right, but is it like a Mac Jones? Is it a Tyson Bagent? Is it one of those? Is it a guy like that?
Yeah.
When you hear Ben Johnson, when you hear Ben Johnson talk about Tyson Bagent, it's like there was some thought that if Caleb Williams just didn't figure it out, that he liked Bagent better. You know what I mean? Like something like that has some potential upside.
Because that Kyler Murray, the best Kyler Murray is going to do is a certain level. Right? I guess
unless he's had to come to Jesus moment where all the things that we've heard about him, and he's going to stay healthy.
I don't think so.
But he's still a smaller guy. I don't think he fits what Frank Reich is trying to do. Like Kirk Cousins would help us win games, but for what?
Yeah, come on, you're going to get 1 year, maybe 2 out of Kirk Cousins. If you're talking about long term, then the quarterback you're talking about is someone that it's the unknown.
Right. Is Davis you saw a pretty good version of Davis Mills.
Yeah, listen, he got them from being irrelevant to being back into the playoff race and eventually getting into the postseason.
Could Davis Mills be someone like that? There's people that like Tanner McKee, but that at least has some potential upside. Now, do I think any of those guys are going to be Josh Allen or Drake May? No, which is why I probably want to lose again.
Which is such a wild thing that's where we are again. Is like you're in March, and it's like, all right, we go through free agency and the draft and the season.
You know what? And again, this is going to be like a whole hour conversation that we get into because, I'll get worked up, you'll get worked up, and we'll just go around in circles. Is like the whole idea that, hey, they'll figure it out, though. Like, it's important to win because they need to show that they're capable. Well, what happens if you win too many games? Well, but you still get a quarterback. Well, I don't want just a quarterback, and I don't want to have to trade all my first-round picks to get the quarterback.
But I don't think you can anyway.
You might, but that's the thing, and I also might not be able to do it anyway.
Right. If the wrong teams for you wind up with the first, second, third picks of the draft, you could offer them whatever the hell you want. Right? You could offer whatever you want for Mendoza now. You're not going to be able to get him.
But even a team that thought they had their quarterback, that maybe say they have a season where the quarterback that they think they have gets hurt, and they just have one of those seasons,
and you can just walk right into Arch Manning.
Right. That could change your thought process. You may go in thinking I have the quarterback, then all of a sudden he stinks or gets hurt, and now you're sitting there with the chance to draft Arch Manning. And let's not pretend like it's just going to be some quarterback that turns the Jets around. It's going to have to be a generational talent that turns this mess around.
Yeah, and that's why you're in such a weird position, such a bizarre position. You want to tell me about something?
Of course, I always.
I love this.
Now that I've had my tutorial on how to do reads, actually, I feel like I'll do reads every time I get a chance to do reads.
Okay, listen, I might throw to you when you don't have reads.
I like that.
Just to keep you on your toes.
All right, well, you love it. RJ loves it. RJ's going to take Michigan, if you were wondering, and he's going to regret it. They're going to force him to take Michigan. He's going to take it.
Who is going to force him to take Michigan?
In his mind.
RJ, who are these people that are going to force you to take the Michigan Wolverines to win the tournament?
I don't know if that's still the case. I might have to change.
Oh, you're off Michigan now?
I don't know.
The Sabres might win the division.
Dave might not be running a pool. I got a lot to sort through.
I think I'm going to run the pool.
Well, here's the problem.
I'm not going to run it in the way that you're typically accustomed to.
Here's the problem, though. It's March, and you just said, I think I'm going to run it.
Right.
This is my favorite pool.
I believe I will run the pool, but it's not going to be with the bells and whistles. It's going to be a watered-down version. I just don't have the time to run it the way I like to run it.
Yeah, I know.
I do like a nice Masters pool.
I'm in one of those already.
I like those, too.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard those are great fundraisers, too.
I don't know.
To raise money for stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
What, like a half goes to the winner, half goes to a charity kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Those are
All right,
nice.
well, college basketball, it's nonstop. Big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every single night. And now FanDuel's giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger wins. You got a college basketball parlay profit boost. Here's how it works. You build any college hoops parlay you like. The early tip. Everyone loves the tip. The rivalry game. The ranked matchup. The late-night West Coast shootout. Mixed spreads, totals, props, whatever fits your read of this slate. Then just apply your profit boost and instantly bump up that potential payout. You go safe, go spicy. Go with the team you've been following all season. It's your parlay, your style, now with more upside behind it. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, play your game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Minimum 2-leg parlay required. Bonus issues as non-withdrawable boost builder tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
That was so nice.
I felt like that that was on the verge of being the greatest read I've ever done.
Yeah, but you had the booth thing.
I know, that ruined it.
Right, but you're not going to throw a perfect game every time. The Mets have never thrown a perfect game. They've won no-hitter in team history. So
I know, but at that point, RJ knows this. If I was recording that read, I would have squashed it and done it over again.
It's the dumbest thing that you guys have ever done. Is when you're doing a read and you screw up 80% of the way through and you start again.
Don't make this a you guys thing. This is not a you guys issue.
No, it was him and Canty. Every time we would do that you know what it is?
Cover three.
That cover three. I am internally, whatever the word is, scarred forever with that cover three.
Internally.
Whatever the word is. I would do my open. You would do the offense. Canty would do the defense. It'd be just about to end. He would flub. Start again. Why start again? Why did we start again every time? It makes no. Ray, you laugh. It would be Friday.
I lived it.
Friday.
I was here. I know.
I don't know. Who knows? Friday, 10 o'clock. All right, I want to go. 1 o'clock. The show is 10 to 1. 1 o'clock, Friday. If I get out of here right now, I can beat the traffic. 1:25. Again. It was like Herb Brooks. Again. Oh. But I did the open. And he did the defense, and you were halfway through the offense. Again! But why? Because that's what we do. Because we're perfectionists. No, it can still be perfect. They have this amazing editing software. They can lump the whole thing together.
All for the Jets pregame show.
Yeah, but if you think about it, though, that's just me being a good team guy. Because if we mess up a handful of times and just keep going, then RJ is going to have to spend more time, or Raymond's going to have to spend more time. Now we spend the time together making it perfect.
RJ almost offed himself twice. It was so awful.
So I feel guilty. That was actually my fault. I was actually running the pregame when you guys were doing that. So I would just get the final version.
Oh, you didn't have to edit?
No, I think that was Dina had.
Oh.
No, well,
Dino did the editing. Yeah.
It was so easy.
Yeah, because it was all set. But Dean Hand would always send me the full file.
He'd have to go.
So you would listen to like the half-hour file.
Yeah, you'd have to go through a half hour of listening, and usually it'd be the last one, but you still got to check.
So Ray would be like, "It's the last 2 minutes is what you want, but here's 14 other minutes just for your enjoyment."
And did you hear my disdain? I'm like,
yes.
please, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just pick it up at the 30.
It was off air.
Every drive doesn't have to start out at the 20.
You'd be off mic at that point, and you just hear, "No."
That was good stuff.
If you would have said, "Give me $100 cash every week, and you don't have to do the cover three," I'd be like, "Here."
It'd be a minute and a half in. Rick or Chris would stumble. Let's start it again.
I hated that. Oh my God, did I hate that segment? ESPN New York is taking over Calandras. It's an Italian village in Caldwell, New Jersey on Wednesday, March 18th. That's 2 weeks from today. Join Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live starting at 3 o'clock with a special happy hour, and you don't want to miss it. Stick around for this is so exciting, Rangers and Devils watch party with a 7 o'clock puck drop, big screens, great food, unbeatable atmosphere, and the best fans in all of hockey, all under one roof. Reservations are recommended. To book your table, call 973-226-8889. I'm going to give you that number again. 973-226-8889. See Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live at Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey, Wednesday, March 18th, starting at 3 p.m. So you get to watch a Rangers-Devils game with Don? That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. If we would do it, how big of a deal do you think watching a Giants game with me would be?
Huge.
Like, unbelievable.
Yeah, I feel like we have to like just put you in a cage and be more like a watch Dave watch the game, but
yeah,
kind of like at the Jets tailgate. The people that were there,
you
got
did
a
get to
taste.
see that, yes.
And then you commandeered that poor guy's phone.
I had to.
And then his whole space.
I had no choice.
And then now there was your tailgate.
You laugh. I had to.
Give me that phone.
I had to. I was like, you moved to the side. He's like, but it's my phone. I was like, to the side.
Yeah, this is my car. This is my phone. I don't care.
Yeah,
it's my spot now.
I had to. I'm the captain now, I believe was the quote. All right, let's break. Jets want to move up to 1. Is it possible? We get into it next. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's check out the roads. Here she is, Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Oh, yeah, here we are, ready to go. And let's go over to the Palisades Parkway northbound. Icy conditions up exit 17, getting up through Harriman State Park. Several accidents reported with ice. 6 eastbound by the Long Mountain Circle in Central Valley. An accident. Icy patches here on 6 getting out toward the Bear Mountain Circle as well. Another accident there. Expect slowdowns on 84 West, exit 28 in Maybrook. 2 separate accidents. Bronx River Parkway South at 177th. It's a collision. Traffic is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts tonight at Jack Doyle's with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Thunder, Jack Doyle's is your destination. The party tips off at 6:30 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans tonight at 240 West 30th Street to cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra Draft and Bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Jack Doyle's.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free, so I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Hey, fellas. Remember me? The guy who wears a conductor hat?
I'm the conductor.
And is Rick's future replacement? Just because you haven't heard from me lately doesn't mean I haven't been listening. I heard when you made fun of me for this.
I think of people that stroke out.
Is that fair?
Jordan or not.
And this.
Any concern now with this extra attention with Harbaugh and you'll be up in Bristol that you could have another one of those moments?
And this, too.
Todd Monken. Monken or Munkin?
I don't know. But guess what?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I'm back, baby!
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Wow! My mind just got completely blown. Just busted through the doors, Rick.
I'm gonna assuming it's Jordan Raanan.
And not only did he actually terrified me. He was like the Terminator.
What's Raanan doing here?
I have no idea. Raanan, that was a great job by the guys. Be honest now. Did you have any idea that was going to happen?
I had no idea.
Wow. Raanan is here. Is he?
He had to know how to turn on his microphone.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Talk again.
Is that Rick's?
No, you should be able to sit
Okay,
there.
now I'm good.
All right, now you hear him now, right, Rick?
Weeks in the making. We were planning on doing this like a month or two ago. It just didn't work out.
You're not a great guy, by the way.
Because I didn't respond to you last
So
night?
last night, I said, where
But
Giants?
that's because I knew I was playing the bit here. That was to make it even better.
I said, Jordan, where are we at? Give me some Giants. He goes, well, they're going to release a character. I said, I know that. I just saw that. What else? What's going to happen next? And RJ, you're a little punk too, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then he goes, listen, I'm doing something. I'm very busy.
I said busy.
I'll get back to you. And then I wrote, I believe, geez. And that was the last I heard from him until he busted through the door seconds ago.
Yeah, well, that made it better, right?
And then,
I figured you'd be ticked off at me this morning.
And then how about this, Rick? I teased Jets because I had no idea Jordan was going to pop through the door. And RJ, he goes, do you plan to get the Giants at all? I was like, yeah, of course, RJ, we'll get to the Giants. So he knew that Jordan was popping through the door here.
Of course he is. He's the mastermind.
What do you think, that Jordan recorded that by himself?
No, but I didn't know that Jordan was going to be here when I heard that. That was well done.
That's the whole point.
That was, as you heard that, you knew Jordan was going to bust through the doors?
No, I had no clue, but the whole point was to surprise us. So, I mean, he did a great job. Jordan did a great job. RJ did a great job.
Wow. You guys are good.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're dedicated.
You really are good.
We are. We're dedicated.
The
to
realization
the
is, as Dave realized what was going on, he's like, "What is this? What's going on?"
Yeah, I was like, "What's happening? Why is Jordan doing the?" I
was hiding in that front room too because we didn't want you to come out and see me.
When did you get here?
Like 10 minutes ago.
And you just been here?
I mean, I was just
waiting,
sitting in the front. Yeah.
Did you bring anything for anyone?
I didn't. I was scared I was not going to be here on time because we're trying to time it to be here at exactly 7.
Why? Clearly, you have something going on in the city.
This was the plan.
This is it?
I mean, I made other plans after the fact, but we were trying to figure out a day to do this. You guys are never you're in the studio both together, and turns out
Rick's not even here anyway today.
I mean,
you're happy about that. Don't pretend like you're not happy about that.
Me?
No, Jordan is.
Well, now he's sitting in your seat.
I taped that little bit, the little segment there that had, and I thought Rick was going to be here at the time. So it actually worked out better because I made the line. I made the joke about the replacement, which, by the way, I added by myself. And then he happened to not be here.
How about that? So this might be a little awkward, but I tease Jets, so we're going to get into Jets for a little bit, and then we'll talk to you in about 20 minutes. Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to go to the Jets? Make it real quick. Kyler Murray, why the heck would he want to come to the Jets?
Don't be nasty.
Nice. Thanks.
But, I mean, think about it. He doesn't get any more money. Why would he?
All right, listen, you're the
Jets
Giants guy. We got you here. What's your time frame looking like?
I'm open for it.
So you're going to be here for like maybe 2 segments?
Yeah, I'm here for
maybe you host the rest of the show. Yeah. I can go do stuff.
No, you are.
I told them 7 a.m. hour. We're good.
Okay, I love it. All right, so let's get. So Okereke is going to be cut. I was reading something earlier. The Giants can get to over $100 million in available cap space this offseason if they just make little tweaks and cuts.
I don't think
trades.
think that's necessarily accurate. I mean, you would have to do some crazy things to get there.
No, I don't. I'll try to find the tweet. But it's like trade Thibodeau and cut Darius Slayton after June 1 designation and that kind of stuff.
You're not doing that. You're not cutting him after June 1. Okay, it's not necessary.
I was talking to somebody about you yesterday, by the way.
And you're not taking all the money from like Dexter Lawrence and
that you redo
Brian
his contract,
but you're not taking all the money to do. They don't need to do that. Why do they need $100 million for?
How active are the Giants going to be this offseason?
Very. And they'll move money accordingly when they need it. Like that's kind of how they've done it the last few years. But yeah, they're going to be. I mean, I'll get it right this time. Tyler Linderbaum. They're seriously looking into that. They're going to be one of the major players for Tyler Linderbaum. So that's a lot of money. You're talking about record-setting center money.
Because Baltimore already has an offer out to him, correct?
I don't think he's going back to Baltimore.
No.
Okay. Doesn't sound like it.
Wow.
But that was a very top of the market deal they offered him. Was the report right?
Yeah. And he's going to go and likely get more. I mean, there's a market for him, and the Giants are among those teams in it for him. Obviously, there's the connection to John Harbaugh. It's very rare. Think about it. How many Pro Bowls has he made? Multiple Pro Bowls.
I don't know.
How many times do
He's young. Is he 25 years old?
How many times do you have like a 25-year-old multiple Pro Bowler on the offensive line become a free agent? Now, the only reason it is because probably position value.
Well, they don't want to franchise him because I think the franchise tag for him is like almost $30 million.
Because it counts as offensive line, so basically you're paying him as an offensive tackle. Yeah, so it's a weird situation. I think he's a 2 or 3-time Pro Bowler.
And he is 25 years old.
So that's going to be a major one. They're going to be in it for a bunch of offensive linemen. Guards, Wyatt Teller is a guy I know they have interest in. And I told you this days before it came out, didn't I not? They at least looked into Kenneth Walker.
Well, you
Super
say
Bowl
look
MVP.
into, why can't, I mean, that's not done that they won't get him.
No, I mean, I wouldn't think they're the favorites to land him at this point, but they at least looked into it. I keep getting people. I even had someone call me yesterday. Yo, this Jeremiah Love, they're really into Jeremiah Love.
Oh, I would not like that.
Is that a smokescreen?
What do you think? What do you mean by smoke?
Like, is there a chance that there are a couple teams, let's say Kansas City, but that are what 9? Is Kansas City drafts 9?
Mm-hmm.
That
and then the Saints are 8.
That those two teams may love Jeremiah Love. That they're putting this all like this trying to get a running back with Kenneth Walker, and they might like Jeremiah Love to try to trade back, or do they really like these guys?
They're putting this out kind of silly. No, he easily. I spoke to someone who said he's going to be number 1 on some teams' boards. Like he's that good a player,
right?
Like the number 1 player. If he's the number 1 player on your board, you at least have to. And I'm not saying he is at this point. I don't think that's finalized, the Giants board, but if he is considered one of the top players, if not the top player on the board, and you have the 5th pick and you're sitting there and the top player on your board is there, aren't you going to look into him? Like, seriously? So they're doing their due diligence, and they're looking into this guy seriously right now, and they're saying, wow, this is a really good player, right? And then they'll contemplate whether they actually pull the trigger on a move like that. But, yeah, and then so when you start looking at a guy and you start digging deep and you're paying close attention to him, everyone around the league is kind of sees that and figures it out, right? So you don't need to. There's no they're not like, oh, hey, Jordan, we're interested in Jeremiah Love. Like, that's not how it works. Like, there's nobody whispering.
Don't talk down to us like this.
Well, I'm just saying that's not you. people think the smoke.
Rick, that's not how it works. It doesn't go like that.
The smoke screen thing is more. It touches a nerve for me. I think it's one of the more overrated things. Like, people aren't like going out of their way to like whisper in the corner. Hey, say this about this guy.
He's talking down to us, Rick.
Right, but hold on 1 second, because he came in here like flexing his Linderbaum.
You should have seen the way he blew into the room.
Right, but he comes.
It was like the Undertaker keeping the door open.
He's flexing his Linderbaum muscle. Didn't even know what the guy's name was. 2 weeks ago, I was like, "How many Pro Bowls did he make? He made 3 Pro Bowls. Look at me, I did my research." No, what I'm saying is go back to like the Thibodeau draft. Right, I mean, call it a smokescreen, call it misinformation. What do you want to call it? Like the reports, you may have had the reports. Was they didn't love like there were things about Thibodeau that they didn't like.
Wasn't smoke screen, so they actually did. They actually had concerns, and they talked themselves into liking him.
Right.
So that's the thing.
You understand, but you understand why. Like I'm actually like the voice of reason in this conversation because Dave has still got the PTSD from the Saquon Barkley stuff, where it's like, hey, listen, if you think they're going to win a Super Bowl in 5 years or less, your running back room is okay, but it's not. I mean, you don't have anyone that's like Jeremiah Love, so it kind of I could make it make sense. But most Giants fans that call about taking a running back at 5 are completely opposed to it.
Yeah. Well, here's the reason, right? Is because you're losing the value of a rookie. The Giants' 5th pick, 4 years, $45 million, right? So let's say 11 and change, right? $11.5 million for the sake of the argument. That's essentially what they basically didn't want to pay Saquon a couple years ago. I know. And the value of the dollar changes, so it moves up now. But you're paying him close to, like, that's in the range of what Kenneth Walker's going to make. So you're already paying the rookie what top players at the positions are playing. Whereas if you take an offensive tackle, you're getting him for $11-12 million. The top players at that position are making $30+ million a year. So you're getting a value for 4 years. So you're not getting that at running back anymore, plus the injuries and all the other stuff.
So what surprised me here is that maybe I look at it incorrectly. The running back room it's good. It's not top 5 in the NFL. It's not bottom 10 in the NFL. Like Scadaboo, good. Tracy, good. You want to bring in someone else to make that, a 3-headed monster running room? Fine. I just feels like not that he's not going to be great, but Jeremiah Love it feels like such a luxury and not really a pick of need. Am I reading it wrong?
No, I agree with you on that. To me, it's more a sign of this is what the Giants are going to become, right? They're going to invest in the lines, offensive line, defensive line as well. Got a couple names for you. And
he has a whole notebook here, Rick.
Yeah,
I saw him when he walked in.
Yeah.
You can't look at it all.
Well, no, I can't read your writing.
Private stuff. Here.
Okay.
my writing is neat. Anyway, so to me, it's more a sign of, okay, they at least looked into Kenneth Walker. They're seriously looking into Jeremiah Love. They're going to add offensive linemen. You hear about some of the wide receivers they're looking at, tight ends, blocking, being imperative there. They're going to become a run-heavy team. Jackson Dart, under center, run-heavy, zone read, play action, get him on the move. Like, that's the kind of team. And what does John Harbaugh do? That's what he does, right? That's what he believes in. So I think it's more, they actually land Kenneth Walker. If I had a guess, I'd probably say no, right? But it's more, this is a sign of what this team is about to become.
Could it be like a Rico Dowdle? Could it be like another?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's the whole point. They're going to address that position. They're going to end up cutting Devin Singletary, right? That's an obvious move.
And more money.
And money, right? and but you're going to, if you spend it on Rico Dowdle, then you're just basically trading the money. And so they're going to reshape this roster to the likings of John Harbaugh, and it's going to be, to me, a run-heavy team in whatever run-heavy means today, like pretty close to 50-50, right? That's what a basically run-heavy team is.
Sure.
And so as a Giant fan, I think most people like that and agree with that, right? This is kind of the shape of a roster that you want. You want them to be heavy on the defense, right? Be a better defensive team. That's always what the Giants have been. Run the ball and then work off that.
Works for me.
All right, so what does that mean, though, for your offensive line? So you mentioned Linderbaum. You mentioned a couple other names. What does that mean for Luminor?
That one's still to be determined.
He's going to be back.
It's not a guarantee.
I feel like he's going to be back. What? You know what? Off of the heels of that, walk us through the triumvirate. Flott, Wan'Dale, Illuminor.
Illuminor has a chance. I believe they've been staying in touch. Probably gonna have a conversation at some point.
Does he want to come
this
back?
Week? I think he would like to come back.
But
he also, this is his last chance to get paid. Right? He's 31 years old.
How good is he?
He's a solid, quality right tackle. He's a very good pass blocking tackle, but not the best run blocker, which makes me that's the only thing that kind of hesitates a little bit for me. Has been giving me a little bit of hesitation.
Okay.
But he's a really good player, right? And they would like to have him back, but at a certain price, and I believe he would come back, but he's also going to see who the highest bidder is out there. Wan'Dale Robinson, that seems to be heading in the other direction. I'm not sure that the Giants, with what I just told you they're going to do, doesn't make sense then to invest $15 million a year or so, because that's about what that market's going to be.
Even more money.
Yeah. I'm being generous because you never know. The team to watch with him, you know who it is.
Tennessee.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like him or Alec Pierce are likely going to land in Tennessee. And I think it ultimately will probably be Wan'Dale. So that looks like a long shot for him to return to the Giants, only because there's going to be a market for him. And Flott's kind of one of these that's coin flip, I think. It's completely up in the air. We'll see. Depends on where that market goes. If somebody wants to, that cornerback market's a little interesting. There's I think different teams with significantly different values on players like Cordell Flott, 165 pounds.
Yeah.
So how much of a asset is he against the run? A team like the Giants, who, again, John Harbaugh, bigger physical team, is that necessarily what he wants? But he is, and he proved this year that he was a very good cover cornerback. So there's teams I'm sure that could do really well with that. Like the Rams need. You saw the Rams in the playoffs. They could use anyone who could cover back there. So those three, I think, the likelihood of returning: Illuminor, Flott, Wan'Dale at this point.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
And this is going to come across as me criticizing you, and it's not meant to be a criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it is. Not you, Jordan. This is of my co-host.
What?
Oh,
what did I possibly do?
He didn't even talk.
I want to hear this.
RJ, I'd also like you in this conversation. So let's just get this straight.
RJ, do you have any idea what he's going to attack me for here?
Full of surprises today.
Nope, no idea.
Okay, great. Okay.
So Jordan took the time, and RJ took the time to pre-record a terrific open to the 7 o'clock hour.
Mm-hmm.
That had to take some time. What'd that take? At 15, 20.
No, it didn't take 15, 20 minutes.
Well, who knows? There was a lot of zhuzhed up. It was
30
seconds.
Yeah, it took him 30 seconds. Probably took RJ 2.5
Jordan,
minutes.
I'm trying to. Okay, so Jordan comes all the way into the city,
Bombing in.
for us, right? Usually that's Carlin that comes bombing in. He comes bombing in. We're all surprised. We're all excited.
Yeah.
We got Jordan. Jordan, how long can you stay? Well, I told him the 7 o'clock hour. Right? That's an hour. Why did we just take? I could have easily asked hey, give me your opinion on Aluminor, Flott, and Wan'Dale. But you know what I did? Like a professional, I'm like, give me Aluminor first because we're trying to keep you here for the whole hour.
No.
And then you decide you want to lump it all into one question.
This is honestly, there's times where he attacks me where
what are we doing?
This is horrendous.
We're trying to elongate this interview.
Like, I could talk to Jordan about the Giants for the next 42 hours. You think because I asked about 3 free agents that now
You're
we're going to
run
run
out of material?
RJ, I know that you are in Rick's pocket, but please, please.
So typically, I would be on Rick's side because that's the formula of which we operate. You don't want to wring it all out in one shot. But this version of Dave, I actually believe he could talk Jordan's ear off for the next 42 hours. I really believe that.
Right, but is it going to be entertaining or is it going to just be him talking?
So you think Dave's a liability? At some point,
I don't think it's a liability, but I think at some point.
We'll make it like Rick Ball. I'll bow out, and the two of you guys can talk.
We're going to have plenty of content from being at the Combine. I have even...
The guy was at the Combine?
I even have...
The organization has completely had an upheaval, and you're concerned because I asked about Cordell Flott?
And I even have, because I come prepared.
Oh, my God.
I have some around-the-league possibilities that I'm going to throw at you guys later.
Well, I don't know. We might have to revisit, what's going to happen with Wan'Dale Robinson, its own segment. The Wan'Dale Robinson segment coming up at 7:45.
Don't worry about him on the air again.
Right, don't worry about the clock either. When you had a 3-part question with that 7:17.
You really are for a guy that is not. I can't even. Where are you? Under my mouse.
By the way, he just stabbed his pen against his paper, Dave. That's how mad he is.
Yeah, it's because this attack is absurd.
I don't like it. I don't like what you just did to Jordan. I'm trying to keep Jordan here as long as possible, maybe through the 8 o'clock hour. And you just
did you have an issue with this, Jordan? Did you even like his assessment of this? It's asinine, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's nitpicking a little too much this time.
Yeah. Well, welcome to my world,
Rick. I can't take your side on anything. I mean,
yeah,
you're the first one to take a shot at me.
Here's what I wanted.
There's no way I'm taking your side in this.
Jordan, let's be frank here. He hates you.
That's not true.
Here's what I wanted. Couldn't be more true.
If I was to take this interview and put it in terms of like the finger pistols, I wanted this interview to go like, pew pew 3. Like that is the pace I wanted this interview to go at. Instead, you gave me the last pew pews. That's like the like that. That's what we just got. I want the pew pew.
You know the finger pistols?
Yeah, I got it.
RJ, play pew pew 3 for me, please.
He's not ready.
Come on, guys.
Sorry.
Pew, 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 pew. That wasn't 3.
Do you want 3? Do you want 5? I'm not sure which one you actually want.
I said 3. Did I say pew pew 3?
You know what? Let's break because Rick is becoming unhinged.
That's 3.
That's what I want.
Hey, by the way, we're going to talk Giants at all here?
Yeah, right, exactly. He's upset that
he derailed the show.
Yeah, and I was going to derail the entire show. Good job, Rick.
I'm going to take a segment off. You guys talk Giants.
What? I think that's probably a really good idea.
Well, I mean, aren't I here so he could be done for the day?
Yeah, take their next segment off. Let's break, come back, and we'll talk Cordell Flott and Wan'Dale and free agency with the Giants because there's nothing else to do. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Gold prices are soaring and silver is near an all-time high. If you've got gold or silver just laying around and you want top dollar, then go to the Estates Roadshow this Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge. For info, go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season. I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
DNR with you, ESPN New York. He busts through the door like the Undertaker moments ago. He is Jordan
Back
Raanan.
from the dead.
He's very protective of your name now, by the way. Rick.
Who's he?
Rick. Oh, it's Raanan. Like, he's fine with both. He's not fine with both. Are you fine with both?
Fine with both.
Yeah.
Don't
See that, Rick?
Well, I'm not being fine with both. I mean, it's trying to respect his last name. It's a Raanan.
You know what's amazing about him?
What?
You. Is that he has no respect for you at all with anything in your life. But your last name. But
yeah,
your last
matters.
name.
I'll make fun of everything about you.
Right.
But your name is holy. Yeah,
Right.
we can't mess that up.
That really matters.
I have to show some respect.
And that's where you draw the line.
Like the fact that I give Jordan, I bust his chops so much is because I like him so much. If he was sensitive and I felt like it would affect our relationship negatively, I would take it easy.
There are people at the station that he could not act like that with.
Because they won't take it well.
They would have nervous breakdowns. Am I wrong?
No, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
I've learned in my role you have to be able to, if you dish it, you better be able to take it.
Absolutely.
Like, if you see some of these, Twitter comments and Instagram, like you can't just if everything's going to bother you, you're in big trouble.
Big trouble. All right.
Big trouble.
So let's get back to the Giants because I know Rick wants to really focus
Mm-hmm.
on that. Draft. So you mentioned Love, not a smokescreen, could really happen. I think you'll know what they do in free agency, right? If they add a running back, they're not going to draft Love.
Mm-hmm.
Styles is the guy that's just people are falling completely in love with. Downs. Walk me through your thought process right now.
I know the Giants were wowed by Sonny Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think everybody kind of knew that they were going to do really. He was going to do really well at the combine, and especially on the physical part of it, and he was going to impress people. But he took that to another level. Like that was a pretty special performance. So, also all you got to do is look at John Harbaugh's history of middle linebackers, right? Ray Lewis, C.J. Mosley drafted a first rounder in Patrick Queen, even when he wasn't even good enough, and he's a good player.
Yeah.
They went and got Roquan Smith, who's like maybe the best, one of the best at least middle linebackers. So the idea that it's not a premium position for the Giants and for John Harbaugh, that I don't believe. That I don't think is true. And this draft, by the way, is not a great draft, right? You talk to people around the league, it's not considered a great draft at all. Like there's not super high level guys slam dunk. There's no Myles Garrett in this draft or anything close.
Yeah, but
you know
hold on
what I mean?
1 second. But hold on 1 second though.
Mhm.
Is that have more? It feels like with this draft, it has more to do with the position. Like Caleb Downs feels like he's going to be a slam dunk, but he plays safety. He doesn't play edge.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It's because of the positions, right? Sonny Styles, who if you draw up a today modern day middle linebacker, like you want him to look like that. He's a former safety. He could run like a cornerback, and he's a solid tackler. I think he had 0 missed tackles this year. Like so, yeah. But like Rick said, non-premium positions. So in a year where there isn't the Myles Garrett at the premium positions, guys like that, it then puts those other players, the Jeremiah Loves, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, seriously into play for the New York Giants at pick number 5. Or how about this scenario for the Giants? Let's say they love Jeremiah Love. If you get another pick and move down some and you have the 8th pick or 9th pick and Jeremiah Love is there,
yeah,
who would be against that scenario?
I wanted to ask you about that. So they have, I think it's 2 picks in the top 100, right? The Giants.
Mm-hmm.
They do not have a lot of draft equity.
Well, they don't have the 3rd because they traded that in the Dart deal.
Right. So how active do you think they're going to be to try to maybe move down a little bit and acquire some more picks?
I would expect them to try to do that. The question is, the thing with the Giants this year, and you talk to people even at the Combine, nobody really knows like where they're going to go, right? Because how much is it John Harbaugh? And what are his actual feelings? How much of what we think he thinks and feels is from, their philosophy in Baltimore? How much is he bringing with him? So that's the beauty of the Giants. So no one really knows exactly how it's going to play out or exactly the approach that John Harbaugh is going to take because he's the one in charge. We know that, right? I mean, that was the thing. You go around the Combine. I mean, everybody says that to you like he's running the show, right? I mean, what the heck's going to happen with Joe? Like everybody believes that Joe Schoen is basically on a trial period here. Like, with John Harbaugh. He'll decide, he could be here through the draft. He could be here through the season. He could be here for 5 more years. If he has X amount of time to prove to John Harbaugh, that he's good at his job. And so it really creates an unknown with the Giants, I think, that they haven't had in a very long time here.
So you had insinuated, I don't know what day it was, but one of your tweets, and it got a lot of conversation, was that it's going to look different. We all expect it's going to look different, but it might. Some of the moves that are made might surprise you. Like, what did you mean when you said that?
I just mean that this roster is going to have a very different feel and look by the time it's said and done.
Like an upheaval?
Just that there'll be a surprise move or two. I don't think an upheaval, but there'll be a move that maybe we haven't even thought of. That you're like, oh, okay, he didn't love that guy. He moved on from him. Like, let's say they find a way. I'm creating a hypothetical here. To move Darius Slayton. right? Even though they signed him last year, no one's really considering that right now, right? He's not the kind of receiver he's looking for. Maybe guy like Tyler Nubin, young guy, but hey, he doesn't really view him as a deep safety. That's something you've heard a bunch. They find they're able to get a draft pick for him. Like little things little things like that I think are entirely possible. If you don't really fit what he's trying to do, even though you might be a decent player, hey, you know what? We're gonna take a draft pick for him, move on, and get a guy that we think fits our system better.
Have you heard
Kayvon also, obviously. I think
he's gonna be gone, right?
I get the feeling that when all's said and done, that he probably won't be on this roster, but they need to get something for him.
Right. You can't give him away. He still has
fourth round pick. You do it right now?
I got to really think about it.
That's pretty much what you're going to get.
So fourth round pick.
That's why it's tough.
But now I'm going to clear
But
up
you get $15 million.
So I get a fourth round pick and $15 million. The thing is, it's such a waste. There's a fifth overall pick in the draft a couple of years ago.
You got to get over that at this point.
Right, but you're not going to sign. You're not going to sign.
No, you're not
him.
going to sign him. No, you're.
And
you're
you
not
did
wrong.
remember it's not like they don't have anyone else at that position except that they did sign Chauncey Golston, a different kind of player, but at that position last offseason too, who by the way makes a decent amount of money. Who I think actually fits better with what they try and do because he's a bigger, more physical guy who can help them stop the run.
Dexter Lawrence. I mean, you've heard rumbling that maybe they move on from him, but then
I don't think so.
At the combine, he's talking about he wants him to be a middle stone or whatever the phraseology was. Like he's going to be here.
I expect Dexter Lawrence to be here. Now you never know. What if he gets offered a first round pick and he says, you know what, that's too much, or that there's going to be something that has to happen with Dexter Lawrence's contract. He has no guaranteed money left, right? He's too good a player to be like, sure, I'm going to play and come here with no guaranteed money. I know he had a down year, but he still has enough leverage to say, you got to address my contract here, right? If he shows up and tears his Achilles, you're just going to be like, all right, see ya, you're done. We don't need you. So he can't put himself in that position. So his contract's going to have to be addressed. And it's a little bit tricky because right now, I think 15 guys are slated to make more than him this year. That's a lot of interior defensive tackles. But he is coming off a down year. So how much are you willing to put into him having a bounce back year? How much are you willing to guarantee? So that'll be something that has to be addressed. Maybe it goes sideways. Who knows? Like I said, anything with this new regime is kind of possible at this point. But the expectation is, and they're obviously building the roster as if he's going to be here.
Jordan, you have any idea, and then this may be an unfair question, but I think people are interested to know this. So, Joe Schoen, who, again, I think there's a lot of Giants fans that, previous to last season would have been fine moving off of Joe Schoen, and now he's got a year left. They haven't done anything with his deal, but he comes out and talks about, hey, I'm going to be doing my same job. Do you get the sense as to how it's working, or is it more like you had just mentioned earlier where it's like a trial process, where he's got to prove to John Harbaugh, that he's worth keeping here?
I get the sense that it's a trial process. I mean, he's going out of his way to, tell you everything's fine. But,
what's he going to say?
I mean, he doesn't need to be, go and say, I'm the general manager. Nothing, my role is the same as it was before. Just look at the facts. There's departments that don't report to him anymore. You think his role's the same as before?
No.
No.
But it's also humbling to be on a public stage and to be neutered. He's probably embarrassed and he wants to save face a little bit.
Talk about moving forward. No, don't worry about anyone else thinks outside of what your role is. If you do a good job, all he's got to do is earn John Harbaugh's trust, right?
That's it.
So that should be the concentration. Just go do your job and earn John Harbaugh's trust. Everything else will get taken care of, and he has that opportunity. So I think that's what people think. Talking to people around the league, here's the number one thing I came away with in regards to that. The feeling is John Harbaugh is going to bring in one of his personnel guys or someone that he trusts and has confidence in no matter what, right? Because think about it. If you're a guy like him who comes in, you're the new head coach, he has a personnel staff that is none of them are his. He's going to bring in at least one guy, major guy, doesn't necessarily have to be a general manager, but for personnel that he trusts and that he believes in, whether it's the general manager, whether it's a player personnel position, whatever it is. The feeling around the league is he's going to bring in a guy that's his. Now Joe Schoen has to prove, hey, you should want to keep me too. And I think that's where it's at.
All right, let's break. You're in no rush. You're going to hang out.
No rush.
And do you feel like we were able to get by asking Flott and Illuminor and Wan'Dale all in one question?
I think we survived.
Yeah,
I think we made it through.
Yeah.
It's a miracle, a little mini miracle, but I think we did it.
We didn't even get to the combine yet.
I know. And I got
and you
some
said
more
you got
free
nuggets.
agent names for you.
Yeah, we got to get to all of that. And Stump Rothenberg is on the way as well. 800-919-3776. D and R and J with you right here on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts tonight at Jack Doyle's with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Thunder, Jack Doyle's is your destination. The party tips off at 6:30 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans tonight at 240 West 30th Street to cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Jack Doyle's.
Hi, it's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Prioritize your self-care and switch to Cricket for unlimited plans starting at $35 a month. Smile, you're on Cricket. I had a great start to the week with awesome ski days at Killington on Sunday and then Saskadina 6 Vermont on Monday. Still plenty of lingering pack powder on groomed cruising runs, and they got another batch of fresh snow today at those spots and at Stratton in Vermont. We'll get a spring skiing pattern going for our nearby slopes in the Catskills like Wyndham and Bel Air, both on 54 trails. Snow can be firm when the day starts, but then it softens in the sunshine as temperatures rise during the day. Whiteface in the Adirondacks on 83 trails covering 20 miles. Gore Mountain 70% with 32 miles of groomed loose and frozen granular. Thunder Ridge will have that softening spring snow in southern New York. Ski Butternut and Jiminy in the Berkshires, both around 14 miles of trails. Jiminy goes day and night.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears.
Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM.
Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love. Sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Join ESPN New York for a huge rivalry night at the Calandras Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey. Play-by-play voice of the Devils, Don LaGreca.
Put a pitchfork in this one.
And the Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg show are taking over for a special live broadcast and Devils versus Rangers watch party on Wednesday, March 18th. Join the guys starting at 3 p.m. for a special happy hour and broadcast. Then stick around for the 7 p.m. puck drop with big screens, great food, and the best fans in hockey all under one roof. Reservations are recommended. Brought to you by Calandras Italian Village.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Knicks hosting the Thunder tonight, 7 o'clock, right here on ESPN New York. And at that very same time, Devils welcome the Leafs to the Rock. And the 10 o'clock, the Islanders are out west to take on the Quack Ducks. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. He burst in like he was shot out of a cannon at 7 o'clock. He is Jordan Raanan is sitting with us for at least a couple more minutes. So, Rick, we have a lot more to get to. Talk to me about the Combine. What kind of stuff did you hear at the Combine? Turn your mic on.
My mic is on.
There you go.
This guy. Take my job. He didn't know how to put his microphone on.
It was Ray. Okay. Was it you or was it Jordan? Be honest. It was Ray.
See,
Ray screwed it up.
But no, quick to point the finger.
Yeah, well, that's
what he does.
Hey, listen, I'm a thumb guy. Unless I got to point the finger.
No, you know what he's like? You ever see Inigo Montoya? He's like, you have 6 fingers. That's Rick. Rick has extra fingers to point all.
Yeah. How lucky is my wife?
Very, very, very. All right, go ahead.
Well, I mentioned the offensive line names before, right? When you go around, and we're talking Giants first, right?
Yeah.
We'll stick to Giants.
Yeah.
Okay. Linderbaum, Sirius, Wyatt Teller. The interesting part is that the Giants are going to be looking at guards.
Runyon coming back? You think they move on from him?
That's one of the unknowns.
Yeah.
My guess is he probably comes back because then they would need 2 guards. Because remember, they already don't have a right side of the line. Now you're willing, especially if you're going to move on from your center. Now you're looking to replace 4 of the 5. I don't know if that's the best route. Their line was actually improved last year. So my guess is Runyon stays. They stick with that left side of the line, at least give you something there. But the right guard spot, if they don't pay a lot for a tackle, right, then you have guys like Wyatt Teller, who they're interested. Joel Bitonio, that like mid-level range guy. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of guys there. So that's another route to go. Hey, we build up the interior instead. And maybe we can get a good value on a guy because there's actually a lot of guards, proven guards on the market. And how about defensive tackle? Rick, you'll know this name, the interior defensive lineman. The Giants have interest in John Franklin Myers.
Oh, that would pain Rick.
By the way, JFM. Take a guess what you think he's going to get on free agency in the range.
Oh, God. I don't – like per year?
Yeah. Rick, you got anything?
$17 million a year. North of that?
I'm giving a
higher?
thumbs up.
20?
It's probably going to be in the $20 million
Oh, my God.
So I don't know if the Giants ultimately go there, but the fact that they at least looked into that tells me that they're looking to add a significant defensive lineman, interior defensive lineman. If you think about it, it makes sense because how bad have they been, Dave?
They can't stop the run.
Exactly, and I think John Harbaugh sees that. Middle linebacker, interior defensive line, like that's what we're looking at here. So that's a name that I'm going to keep an eye on as well.
So you feel like the offensive line is going to be, if they don't keep the Illuminors and the John Michael Schmitz, like you think they're going to make massive changes here?
I think they're going to make a big move regardless. So like even if they do just re-sign,
like what happens with Schmitz? If they were to sign Linderbaum, what happens with Schmitz?
That's what I'm talking about. They'll probably trade him for a late pick or something, right?
What do you think they do with Schmitz if they sign Linderbaum?
I don't know what they'll do with him.
They'll trade him.
Okay. I mean, is there a real market for him?
Maybe they run a 2-setter offense. What do they call that?
Well, you don't know if there's going to be.
What is wrong with this?
This is what he does.
That wasn't even me. That was RJ in my ear.
RJ, you know what? You're a bad guy.
I mean, technically you can play him at guard. I don't think he's a guard in the NFL.
Were you at all like, oh my God, what kind of question is that? No.
Maybe they line him up behind Linderbaum, and you go center to center.
Maybe I took your home to beat you to a pulp. How about that?
Listen, we could have used that two-center offense in San Francisco in that playoff game a couple years ago.
That would be amazing if they executed a double snap from center to center.
I could see that.
Like David High School.
Don't. Jordan is so turned off by you. He can't even believe it.
I don't know how you do it on a regular basis.
It's not easy.
And
then the other day, I had to host with him and then Bart back to back.
You did this. You did both shows.
I did half of the next show.
That's because somehow Grassa
from
it took
your
him 5
area,
hours to get from New Jersey.
5 hours to get here. 5 hours. You can make it to Cancun quicker than Grassa made it here.
How's my tan looking, by the way?
Not great.
What?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm tan.
No,
I'm tanned up.
Okay.
No,
I mean you look good, but I wouldn't look at you and be like, my God, that guy's a real great base.
Just spent a week in Cancun.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask a football question, please?
Yes, please.
After your double centers, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So, offense, weapon wise, it sounds like. I mean, you mentioned that Slayton could be traded. Wan'Dale's not coming back. I think initially some people were like, "Oh, 5th overall pick. You're getting a weapon for Jackson Dart." Is that still a possibility, or is there not is not a receiver that really jumped out as a, hey, this is the guy we want to take 5th overall?
I think Carnell Tate's in that conversation. Mm-hmm. I definitely think he's in it. He's the guy. He's the one that's in that conversation when it comes to the Giants. I also think, a second-round receiver is possible, right? Yeah, second-round receivers have done pretty well. Like, I don't think it has to be.
Wan'Dale was a second-round receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the number. The second-round receivers over the past decade. I mean, Devontae Adams was a second-round receiver. I mean, this is some high. And
apparently, like one of the real positions of depth in this draft is receiver.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think adding a weapon in the draft doesn't necessarily have to be a pick 5 was my point there. So when I didn't hear them talking about signing a really high-end receiver, you hear them maybe signing tight ends.
Well, I wanted to ask you
not
about
Isaiah
that.
Likely, though.
How about Njoku?
I don't think that's impossible. I think that's a reasonable one. Like, they're going to have a second tight end. They kind of like Theo Johnson. So to be a guy at least that they can trust as a blocker, I think. And you hear them also looking at like a lot of blocking tight ends, fullback, even like a receiver like Jake Bobo, who like that's not going to impress you at all, right? Like who? Like, but he's like a bigger, more physical blocking type receiver. Like those are the kind of guys they're looking at. Again, it makes you think this is how they're going to shape their team
because they would have run the football and they wouldn't
want to run the football. Like is Wan'Dale Robinson? He tries hard, but I mean he's 5'8". Like. Darius Slayton, not his skill is getting downfield, not as a blocker. So that's why you're going to see
where is his strength, Slayton?
Catching, making.
Is it making great catches across the middle? Is it catching the deep ball? Stop me here.
He does make big plays downfield.
Yeah, no, he's really good. That was a great. I still hate you for this.
Me?
Yeah, because you're like,
it's my fault?
This is what second or third receivers get to. I'm like, no, it's ridiculous to receive. You don't
Do you know what
argument?
Alec Pierce is going to get?
Alec Pierce is 50 times the receiver that Darius Slayton is.
He's going to get close to over to like $25 million a year. Darius Slayton gets 12.
You don't think he's more than double as good as Darius Slayton?
No, I mean, no.
Oh, God.
I think he's better.
Fight me. Let's fight. Let's fight.
Darius
Drop the gloves. Let's go at it.
This is a weird thing for you to want to challenge him to fisticuffs over.
Alec Pierce versus Darius Slayton.
Because he won't relent. I told him at the time, you do not want to re-sign Slayton. They re-signed him to 3 and 36, 12 a year, and now they would wish they were out from under from that contract.
But you hate Darius Slayton. You actually hate him.
So here's the rub. Apparently he's a wonderful guy. Like, great in the locker room, great team guy, great in the community, great, wonderful. But as far as what he does on the football field, he's not good. And Jordan has kind of led the charge. No, he's pretty good, and you want to bring him back, and it was a misstep. Just admit it was a misstep.
He was terrible last year. Yes, it was a bad move. It's a bad move right now.
Thank you. That's all I want. What else you got from the combine?
Well, now middle linebacker is a position the Giants have been looking into, which made you realize that Okereke's future was not long for the Giants. So they're at least looking at some of these top guys. You're talking about like Tremaine Edmonds.
You'd have to trade for him?
That would be a trade.
Uh-huh.
Devin Lloyd is the guy. I mean, he's the top one out there. I think he might be a little too expensive, but I don't think it's out of the question to think the Giants, depending on some of these other positions, look seriously at Devin Lloyd as a middle linebacker option. And then Alex Anzalone, a guy who was there.
He's going to wind up on the Jets.
Why?
I think that he's an Aaron Glenn guy, and I expect him to be on the Jets. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
No. I think that's something you heard. I was just curious but at the combine. But my point is, middle linebacker, they're going to look at in free agency, re-signing Micah McFadden, also still as a one-year deal. He got injured this year. I think that's a possibility, interest on both sides for that as well. And so I think they're going to address inside linebacker, I should say, not middle linebacker. Free agency, right? Potentially either free agency or trade, and the draft. Sonny Styles.
So they could go Styles and more?
I think so. But, I mean, if it was that, it wouldn't be as high. Obviously, it would be Devin Lloyd and Styles. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't, which I expect, but they don't end up with Devin Lloyd. They end up with, like, a mid-range guy or whatever. Like, Sonny Styles in the draft still a possibility, for sure.
All right, so are we allowed to get into like what else he heard that's not Giants related?
Of course, yeah.
Are we okay? So get into that notebook that you won't let Dave see, and give me some other like nuggets, maybe involving other teams that you heard at the combine.
How about the Vikings looking at quarterbacks? Right, Geno Smith getting cut and ending up with the Vikings. You guys like that? You're the Vikings.
I like that for Geno. I don't love that.
to push JJ as a contingency.
I mean,
working with Kevin McConnell.
I guess having watched Geno Smith this year was so jarring. I don't know. I wouldn't think that Geno Smith would be the one that I would want to play if it's not J.J. McCarthy.
You'd rather have Kirk Cousins?
I think.
Well,
so.
Here's the thing though. I think if you bring in Geno Smith, that's in the like you're bringing someone in like optically that feels like it's going to push J.J. McCarthy, but the entire time you're hoping that J.J. McCarthy is the one that ends up winning the job.
Well, I think they
want that regardless, right?
I agree. No, I think no matter what, that's kind of what they want. They want to push him and hope because
right. But what I mean is better chance.
They know they're kind of screwed if he's not the guy.
Right, but better chance if they bring in Geno Smith. I'll give you 3 quarterbacks: Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, or Kyler Murray. Like who's he beating out of those 3? Like who do you feel the best about him beating out of those 3?
Kirk Cousins.
See, I think
I'd rather pretty much shot.
Oh, I'd rather have Cousins than Geno.
I think
Geno,
he's shot.
Geno was
Did you see
awful.
Cousins try to throw the ball last year?
Did you see Geno Smith?
He could barely throw it. It was like there's no juice in his left in his arm.
All right.
I know you can get by with some of the smarts, but
winning quarterback at all.
I think as far as ability to like you just mentioned, like his brain and the way it works and getting the ball out to Justin Jefferson, who was definitely not utilized properly last year. I mean, like how frustrated is he right now? Does he really want J.J. McCarthy to be the quarterback moving forward?
Probably
Justin
not,
Jefferson.
Right?
No, I would think.
What would you hear Kyler Murray at the combine? Jets, Vikings. What'd you hear?
Yeah, the Vikings were another one with the possibility there. But look, he's going to have his choice because he's basically going to be a veteran minimum deal because the Cardinals owe him all this money.
Yeah, you're going to get him for like $1 million.
So it's okay. What's the best situation for him? Which is why I told you before, Kyler to the Jets. Why would he choose the Jets?
Well, it's not like he's going to have multiple great options.
If Minnesota is an option.
Well, that'd also be you're fighting for a job, right?
Miami's an option, or the Jets are an option. Like, why? What about the Jets situation for a guy like Kyler Murray who's trying to resuscitate his career makes that a good move?
Well, I look at Minnesota. You're going to be fighting for a job. I think you come to the Jets, you're going to be the quarterback for at least a year. So you can resuscitate your career and then move on to somewhere else if they draft the quarterback next year. Maybe you're so good that they don't need to draft the quarterback. I don't expect that. But I mean, Miami, is Miami really that much better than the Jets right now? Are they in a great situation?
No, they're in a terrible situation.
Okay.
But I mean,
Minnesota, I agree.
He gets to live in Miami.
Fair. But Minnesota, I agree. And then you don't have to, but you have to fight for the job.
Pittsburgh?
You see Kyler Murray's a Pittsburgh quarterback, though? Doesn't seem like it's a fit.
What's a Pittsburgh quarterback these days? They've not been very good.
I don't know. In that weather, a little quarterback, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it adds up. But
so you think RJ has no chance at Pittsburgh?
I would think RJ is the Steelers quarterback. It's highly unlikely. Yes.
How about this scenario, okay?
Do you disagree?
I think RJ would be good in the elements. He's from Rochester.
Right, but RJ, can you throw the ball 50 yards?
That's good football. Let's find out.
I'm willing to bet the under on that.
Hey, you get open?
50?
I take the over.
Is it one of those like
50 yards?
I think RJ throws it
He's
just
going
over
to come
50.
with one of those little Nerf turbo footballs. You're going to throw like 80 yards.
A regular.
I mean, there's 0%
adult-sized
Of course
football.
not.
I'm sorry to say that, but like a normal. Like you think his hand fits in the laces of a regular football?
You are a bad guy.
How am I a bad guy?
Are we even having this conversation?
Adult-sized football.
Are we even having this conversation? Of course, you can't throw the ball 50 yards.
You get open on the numbers.
Okay.
Just catch it.
Okay.
I think he's deadly accurate too.
I think you're like an underneath kind of guy, a check down guy.
10 yard out, maybe
15, 12, something like that.
Well,
40? No.
I'll tell you what. You think I could throw the 10-yard out? That on the near side hash to the far side boundary? That I can make that throw.
That's a big boy throw.
Yeah.
That is a big boy throw.
They have no respect for you, RJ. They've teamed up against you.
It's this Giants fandom thing they got going on, where Dave is he's trying to peek at the secret
Did
notebook.
I miss when RJ was like this high-end high school
when was
football
that time you
player?
played quarterback?
Or like a high school, a big pitching prospect or something?
Who invited you to the studio anyways?
By the way, you're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. If I question in a couple minutes, I did do the top of the hour ID. All right, so what else? What else do you have? You got to have more nuggets in that holster.
How about if the possibility that the Eagles do trade and find somebody that gives them what they would want for A.J. Brown? Let's say somebody gives it up. Okay? The New England Patriots say, we'll give you a first, and they decide to do it. How about Mike Evans as his replacement?
In Philadelphia?
Yeah.
That would be awful. If they get a 1, move on from A.J. Brown and bring in another A.J. Brown, that'd be awful.
For the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, A.J. Brown without the baggage of the attitude.
I mean, he's getting towards the end of his career, so I don't know if he's A.J. Brown anymore.
That feels. I heard this
but
phrase.
But he's able to
make
the tough catches.
He feels like a one-helmet guy to me.
Mike Evans?
Yeah, I heard that phrase yesterday. No, you don't think he's going to stay in Tampa?
Their room is loaded.
I bet against it.
Really? Giants? No way.
Doubt it.
No.
They poked around, but I don't think that's something that they're looking at.
Can the Giants sign more than one big-time free agent?
Yes. Yeah. I don't think they're not strapped by money. Like they can't make any moves. I don't think that's the case. They'll make multiple moves.
What a day.
We all see what's happening here. Like this is going to be.
You see Dave's face. You see that smile.
Yeah. I don't even want to know.
I
don't even want to know what's going on underneath the desk. Like he probably couldn't stand up right now because we're already at like 65 or sooner. And
have you heard 65 or sooner?
No.
Oh, the Giants will win Super Bowl 65, or it will be sooner.
He's guaranteeing a Super Bowl in the next 5 years.
Yeah. But you think that's crazy?
I mean, I bet against it. I mean, there's 32 teams, and you're talking about winning the Super Bowl in 4 years.
Odds are against everybody from winning the Super Bowl in the next 5 years. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, next one will be 61, so 5 years. But you're also eliminating this year. Like I'm not giving him any shot this year. No, of course they're not going to win the Super Bowl this year.
So I'm saying now we're limiting it to a 4-year window.
Okay, but if they take the step this year, they're a 9-win team this year.
They'll be a competitor during that frame. So yeah, I mean, possible, unlikely.
See, but possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, that's right.
And the reason is, and this is why. When you're walking around the combine and you're talking to executives from other teams and agents and people around the league, the number one thing is that they have a chance because of two things. Number one, people believe in John Harbaugh.
Quarterback coach.
And the number two is the quarterback.
That's right.
And that gives you hope that this team can do something, is moving in the right direction, just right there. That's about building around him.
Jordan, did you hear anything about my Jets while you're down there? Outside of Aaron Glenn falling asleep.
It sounds like they're going to defer that quarterback decision for sure. Yeah, that really seems to be the buzz around them.
And they should.
Yeah. I agree. This is not a very good quarterback class.
It's a one quarterback draft.
Yeah.
So by defer, you mean that obviously, we're not going to get Mendoza. We're supposed to talk about that. They had
By the way, there's people who have questions about Mendoza a little bit.
Do you?
The more people told me about it, how they kind of simplified it there for him. Like I'm not like sold he's a superstar in the league. So yeah, I guess I do have some questions about it.
Right, but we heard the comp. What did Mel tell us? Matt Ryan? It turns into Matt Ryan. That's not terrible.
Not terrible. It turns into Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. He won an MVP.
Right. Yeah. So it's not that bad. You take it. Do you mean by deferring? So not taking a quarterback at all, or by like in the first 2 rounds not taking a quarterback and then taking maybe a project later in the draft?
I'm just talking about next.
The
quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know about taking a shot, but their
so they
quarterback.
They could take Drew Aller in the 3rd or 4th round, but
sure,
as far
if they like a guy.
Right.
But their quarterback for the future is likely coming from next year.
But don't you worry a little bit about being too good then this year? Like if the Jets are a 6 or 7 win team and they pick 12th, how the hell are you going to get?
You can't worry about that because they have a lot of equity in the draft.
Yeah, but Jordan, here's the thing: if you have 3 ones, right, which is awesome. If a team that needs a quarterback drafts 1, 2, you can offer them whatever. They're not going to accept.
Yeah, but there's also multiple. You're hoping it's multiple quarterback draft. Like there's.
But you want to be this bad for this long and
quarterbacks,
wind up with the 3rd best quarterback in this coming draft?
Not ideally,
yeah.
But I mean, look, there can easily be a team whose quarterback gets injured. Like we've seen it before.
Right, but I think Dave's point is that we've sucked for so long. It's been 15 years not making the playoffs. Like, why choose now?
I know, but Woody's not trying to lose.
Great.
We know that, right?
Yes, he doesn't have to. He's so bad, he doesn't have to try to lose.
The story that is that he called Aaron Glenn down to Florida and came away and said, "You're calling plays, and we need to be good this year." And that's what people say about what happened there.
And you believe that, right? There's no way that
I
Wink
do.
was like, "Oh, I don't need to call plays. I'm on board."
I do. No, I believe that there was like a little bait and switch in the middle of the middle of the.
So if they spend real money in free agency, a lot of and they bring in a legitimate veteran quarterback and they draft well, you couldn't see a world where the Jets are a 7-win football team this season.
I could see it, but I mean, you could also be in the top 10 and still get a really highly rated quarterback with their draft capital.
Hopefully,
all you need is one team that isn't looking to draft a quarterback.
Fair. I know. For me, I'd rather get
PTSD.
I'd rather get the crown
Giants,
jewel.
The Giants got stuck in the year where the top 3 teams needed quarterbacks.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's the norm. Actually, I think that's actually the anomaly.
Okay. If I was a Jets fan, and Rick, you can correct me.
Yeah, I'd rather lose. But
I'd rather just go.
They're not going to do that.
I get it. So then you're in a really bizarre situation if you're the Jets, right? Because the fan base kind of wants to lose, and the team doesn't want to lose, and they're going to try to win games.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? You can tell the owner we want to lose games.
No.
The coach whose job is on the line lose games.
Right, but do you believe he's a good coach? No. So you're doing it for 2 reasons: because you want a good coach and you want a great quarterback. So what does 7 wins do for me? Brings Aaron Glenn back for another year, and then I get the 3rd best quarterback?
If
you're lucky.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to go. Is that right?
I do. Rick, I'll leave this for you. How about Juwan Jennings as the 2nd wide receiver to Garrett Wilson?
Oh, I love Juwan
I don't
Jennings.
hate that at all.
Oh, but you're just going to break RJ's heart. RJ loves
you want me to really break RJ's heart?
Yeah,
yes,
so break his heart.
Somebody told me yesterday that when we're talking about the offensive line market, they're like, you got to really keep it. We got to keep an eye on it. The whole market depends on it. Is Trent Williams? What happens there?
Oh no.
See you, fellas.
Wow. You know what
he just mic dropped.
He leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, that's a lot.
He busts in like the Undertaker, and he drops a massive nugget, and now he's up and now he's out. And that is, and let's give him a tremendous ovation. The great Jordan Raanan. Wow, you really are special.
Thanks for having me, Rick, Dave.
Thank you.
RJ,
wow.
setting it up. Brilliant plan.
Phenomenal stuff. Wow.
RJ, maybe you go with the 2 centers if you lose Trent Williams.
I've heard that's the talk of the combine.
You see what I have to deal with? he goes, I don't know how you even do it. You are a tremendous handful. You know that?
Oh, what do you mean? That was RJ that said it in my ear the first time.
RJ, yeah, I'll talk to you. RJ, bad guy. Not a great guy. See, RJ, to his credit, gives the appearance that like he's just down to earth and easy to deal with and great guy. Behind closed doors, he's not a great guy.
No.
Not a great guy. But that's fine. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah?
Are you ready?
We'll see. 800-919-3776. Why do you need the number? Because it is now time for Stump Rothenberg.
He's confident.
If I go 10 for 10, you have to reward me in some way.
Like sexually?
He's humble.
Mike Trout is a pit bull on my ass.
He's well informed.
We'll continue to update you on the Mets and the Yankees, both having
having today off.
He's Dave Rothenberg, and this,
Oh, God almighty. Now I dropped my phone.
is Stump Rothenberg.
All right, here we are. Another edition of Stump Rothenberg. We thank, of course, the great Jordan Raanan for joining us for a full hour plus. RJ? RJ!
Hi.
How you doing?
Let's say goodbye, Jordan.
Bye-bye, Jordan.
77-8.
77.
What was that?
That was quite the reaction.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what? Sometimes your own genius even shocks you, and that was what happened there. 77-8.
I got to tell you, Jordan, he's a talent.
He's a talent.
Let's not get carried away.
No,
please.
he's a talent, and he left you wanting more.
And, I mean, this guy, he's all over the place. He ran me through some of what his day, what he has planned.
He's going to do national radio now.
It's a whole car wash day for him.
He's out here to take somebody's job, I think.
All right, let's get to it. Andy, Merrick, Andy, Stump Rothenberg.
Good morning, DiPietro show. David.
Yeah.
We have a college
Are you coming to
basketball
Rickleball, Andy?
Absolutely not. Ask me why.
Why, Andy?
Ask me
Why?
Why?
Because Winthrop will not meet my appearance fee demands.
Okay, there.
David, we got a college basketball question. So the University of Kansas, Rock Chalk, had their 2018 NCAA tournament appearance vacated. So today's question is, which university has the longest active streak of NCAA men's basketball appearances? 27 going on 28.
Do you really look at this as vacated, though? I mean, I don't really can't count that. I believe the answer is Gonzaga would be number 2.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Gonzaga has 26, but Michigan State has 27.
Oh, my
Our third
goodness.
loss for you this year, David. See you, boys.
Wow.
That stinks.
That's just overconfidence is what that is.
I felt so good about it, too.
Yeah, you were overconfident.
But by the way, it's still Kansas. Vacate a...
It's unfortunate.
And you know, they didn't go... Of course they went to the Final Four. Of course they won the championship. No vacating.
You're on your Giants high, and then you completely had a letdown.
Yeah, I really did. I overlooked it. All right, you know what? That's on me. So 0-1, we start the week. Ken in Mississippi. Ken, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Hey, good morning, guys. Dave, don't take that loss too hard. You're still everyone's hero. In fact,
Thank you.
You're a streaming hero. You're a streaming hero, equivalent to some degree to a Navy SEAL. That is my question for you today, Dave.
Yeah.
What does SEAL stand for?
Navy SEAL. I've no... Sea, air, land?
Final answer?
Yeah.
You got it, buddy.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
There we go. Okay. All right. So that's 1-1. That was a nice question. So far, I think 2 good questions. What do you think?
I think solid questions, yep.
Okay. All right. Let's continue along. Let's go to Patty in Schenectady. Patty, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Good morning, gentlemen. I have a baseball question for you today. What battery holds the record for most starts together in MLB history?
We including the postseason or just regular season?
Regular season.
I think it's Wainwright and Molina.
Is that your final answer, David?
Yeah.
It is Wainwright and Molina.
Nice.
They also hold the record for most wins together.
All right. There we go.
We're back.
All right. Now we're 2-1. Let's go. Oh, I love Anthony in the mail truck. Anthony in the mail truck. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, David. Hello, Richard.
What's going on, Anthony?
No. Do the hello to Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
There you go.
Hello, Richard. Thank you. Perfect. All right.
Anthony, you coming to pickleball? You coming to Rickleball?
There's a chance. I do have to take care of my pregnant wife at the moment.
Nah.
So I got a baby girl coming in September.
That's exciting. Football season, baby.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, what do you got?
So here we go. I got a football question because I know how much you miss it.
I do.
With Kenneth Walker maybe departing this offseason, I want you to tell me the last player to win a Super Bowl MVP and depart the following season, whether it's free agency, cut, whatever. It's only been done 3 times in history.
Larry Brown, Ray? Larry Brown was gone the next year?
Went right to Oakland.
Yeah. So could he be the most recent?
I think Desmond Howard did too. The next year.
Desmond Howard was 94.
Yeah. Desmond Howard was the year after.
Was the year after.
I think he went right. He won Super Bowl MVP and signed with the Raiders.
So you said there's how many?
There's been 3 total.
Oh! I was at this game.
Dexter
Jackson. Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Who did he sign with? Did he sign with the Raiders too?
He might have.
I think he did.
Dexter Jackson.
Give him the ding.
Give him the ding.
I think that's all 3.
That's all 3 guys. So it's from 94 on. There we go. All right. Let's go to Mike in home of the Little League World Series, Williamsport.
That's
Good morning.
right.
Good morning, Michael.
Hello, David. And hello, Rick. So Here we go. Dave.
Yeah.
One of your favorite movies, Back to the Future.
Okay.
I asked you years ago what Lorraine's maiden name was.
Oh, God.
Now I want her parents' first names.
I don't think I know. I can envision the guy.
She yells his name when he's fiddling with the television.
Yeah, and he's behind the bars, right? He's in the crib.
No. Her father, not the uncle, not her brother.
No. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but that's the same scene that the kid.
Yes.
Yeah, right. You better get used to these bars, kid. Right. I have no idea. You win. I don't know the answer.
All right, Sam and Stella.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
That's a tough question. That's a tough question. But
really tough question.
Yeah.
I mean, legitimate question, but very, very difficult. All right, let's continue along. Let's go to Adam in Amityville. You're on Stump Rothenberg, Adam.
Good morning, Dave. And I have another Kansas Jayhawk question for you as a legit Kansas Jayhawk fan.
Okay. How was last night for you?
It was not great.
Yeah, they lost to a paltry Arizona State team.
They'll beat Arizona or teams like that. They won't beat Arizona State. So it's fantastic. Anyway,
okay, go ahead.
So if Darren Peterson ends up going number 1 overall, he'll be the 3rd Jayhawk to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the other 2?
Are we going all the way back? We're going back to Wilt Chamberlain?
It's stuff that you would know. Yeah.
Number 1 overall picks from Kansas. So this is over the history of the NBA draft.
That is correct.
And he would be the 3rd. There's 2 others?
There have been 2 others. Peterson would be number 3 if he goes number 1.
I think I maybe know one of them.
You maybe know one of them.
I maybe know one of them. I don't know if I know. I definitely don't know both. I think I do know one of them.
I don't know that Wilt was even the number 1 pick in the draft. I think you know one of them. Who do you think you know?
It wouldn't Wiggins, Kansas?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Number 1 pick in the draft, yes. I got to go through my... So Magic is 79. Michael Thomas, 78. I have to go all the way back and think everyone...
Go through that big brain of yours.
Joe Barry Carroll's after that, no. But Mark Aguirre was DePaul. And Worthy was Carolina. That's 82 to the Lakers. Sampson was 83. 84 was Akeem. No. Oh, Danny Manning.
Is 1, the first one.
Wait, so Manning is 1, and then you said, how about Wiggins? No?
Andrew Wiggins would be number 2.
There we
Correct.
go.
You got
Okay.
it.
All right, there we go. Very nice. Little team effort there. That's right. Danny and the Miracles. That would be 88. He was the number 1 pick in the draft. That was nice. That was well done. All right, let's continue. Let's go to Chris and Beth Page. Chris, you're on Stump Rothenberg. Where are you, Chris?
I made it down once again because you start later. It's great. I've been able to make it down to the bowels of my office building. I won't mention the address because you told me not to.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's great.
I don't want a fan riot. Anyhow, so Dave, I got an executive office question. So that's vice presidential and president.
Okay.
In the history of this country, which person served the most days combined in those 2 offices?
So most days is either vice president or president. So you would think
Combined,
FDR.
yeah.
You would think FDR, but that's clearly not the answer because that feels like it's too easy. So who is a vice president and then probably a 2-term president? I mean, FDR is a 4 terms.
Right.
How can it?
Well, here's the deal. Remember, it's combined. So he could have
Right.
served 2 terms as vice president and whatever terms as president.
I know it's not
You know what I
FDR
mean?
because that would be way too easy.
He wasn't vice president, right? So
But
he didn't have any of the vice presidents.
Do you have to be vice president?
No, you don't have to. But this question, just so you know, it's a combination, and it does. That's why I asked it this way because it was a person who was vice president and president, and combined, he served the most days in office as vice president and president combined.
I don't know that I know.
So it would have gotten 2 terms as VP for sure.
So it's a 2-term VP and a 2-term president. Was Bush a 2-term VP?
He was a 2-term VP, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to say Bush.
All right, Dave. Now think about it.
So that's wrong.
Bush is a good guess. And Joe
only had
Biden
one.
just did it, right? Biden just went two
but
VP
Biden-
and 1 president.
Right, but that's 2
Right?
and 1.
That's what George Sr. did, is what he's saying.
okay. All right, so and
Right.
then
And what
FDR
I'm
would
telling
have
you
more.
is it's combined days. So the answer would be the one and only Richard E. Nixon, as he served 2 terms as vice president. and then he was elected. He's the only person.
Richard M. Nixon.
Did you say E?
I know, but Archie Bunker called him Richard E. Nixon.
Oh, okay. All right.
But anyhow.
And
so
he had
two
more
terms
days in office under the VP or president tag than FDR, huh?
Oh, yeah, because he had 8 full years as VP, and then he had 6 years before he was kicked out of office after Watergate. So that was 14 years he had. FDR, if you remember, only served 12 years because he died in office and Truman took over.
Okay. All right. Well, good for you. Good job. All right. I think that's 3 losses today, which is not a great day. But I don't feel like we had a terrible day. I don't feel like
no,
we
I
had a
didn't
terrible
feel. It felt like you got a couple big time answers. I didn't think you're going to get the Back to the Future question. Is a tough question.
I think that's an impossible question.
Right.
I should have gotten Andy's question.
Andy's question was kind of a want situation.
Because I felt good about that, and I was 1 year off. He said it was Michigan State, and I went Gonzaga. Well, that's okay. Michigan State's going to continue that streak, and so will Gonzaga this year as well. All right, RJ, you got the 5-pack?
Oh, sure do. So on the heels of Jordan, I have for you, and this should be a clean sweep.
You know, I cannot stand when you do this.
Former first-round picks of the New York Giants. Since we've had a Giants...
You know what? You have just set me up now. Because now he's going to start asking 1940s, Giants players, whatever.
If you don't get these, I will be severely disappointed.
All right.
You told Audrey that his hand wouldn't fit around an adult football.
Well, I just wondered if it would. I didn't say it wouldn't. I think there's a difference.
Okay.
That's not nice. All righty. David Wilson.
Virginia Tech.
Good start. You don't get this one, you should leave. Jeremy Shockey.
Miami.
Texas. Okay, bye-bye.
Ron Dane.
Wisconsin.
Nice.
From New Jersey.
Ike Hilliard.
Rick, you know it?
I do not.
I think he might have been the 9th pick, maybe something in that range. Let's go to the University of Florida.
You went to the correct university. And finally, Tyrone Wheatley.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got anything
job.
else?
That's it.
Come on. Give me a couple more.
I don't have any.
I'm enjoying this. The
No.
Giants, the 65 or sooner, the whole thing. Come on. What else you got?
So that's a 5-0.
Uh-huh.
You went 4-3, so that's 9-3 on the day.
I killed 7th overall, by the way.
7th overall. Okay. I knew it was taken very early.
So that brings you to 86-11.
That's not bad.
Still pretty remarkable.
That's not bad. I'll take that. Did you enjoy having Raanan in?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I loved it. I think it was a great surprise. Listen, you can joke around that I hate Jordan. I love Jordan.
Mm.
And I love the fact that Jordan can take a joke and give it back. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be boring if he, I mean, what are we going to do? Just for an hour, just talking, let's just talk Giants notebook.
By the way, Sean Dugan sends an email and he says,
Nuggets.
Anthony in the mail truck that's the lamest excuse of all time. His wife is 3 months pregnant. It's a fair point.
Right, but you can't speak to how her pregnancy is going.
Sure, but he said, but she's doing September.
Right, you be pregnant and tell me how it works out.
I don't think I would be great pregnant.
No, you'd be a whiny bee.
No, I would not. I would not be a whiny bee.
Oh, my feet hurt. I'm sick. You'd be the worst.
I'll tell you what, I'd be better pregnant than you. On the show,
I don't want to be pregnant.
I don't want to be pregnant either. The one most equipped to be pregnant, Ray.
Why? Oh, because of no sleep.
No sleep and his hips.
You think he's got childbearing hips?
I think he has childbearing hips. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I can't tell what that is.
Thank you. I think I don't know what to do with that.
And I think his pain tolerance is probably at a very high level where he could push out a baby and then produce the next game that night.
I doubt that.
That's what I.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Again, I accept. I'm giving you a thank you with a question mark.
No, it's not meant to be a question mark. Thank you. It's meant to be a compliment. I think RJ struggles. We put RJ through Bert that one time. He was a disaster.
Well, I don't think his doctor was great. I think what we do now is we bring in one of those contraction machines and we actually put it to the test. Who would be the best?
You do realize they'll never let us do that, right? Ever.
We don't have to tell them that we're doing it. We just do it.
Push.
I need more.
Push. Shut your mouth and push. Why does it sound like that?
Because they pressed it at the same time.
No, I don't think they did. You didn't press that at the same time, did you?
Let's just say we did.
They did it. There's something going on. All right. We didn't get to see your Jets. Schefter with news yesterday that the Jets want the top overall pick. We'll get to that next. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
DNR, good morning. Out of Stump, Rothenberg, Wednesday. Let's see what's going on. Palisades Parkway South exit 14 and Stony Point. It's an accident inbound towards Washington Bridge. A 40-minute delay with an accident on the upper level. Lower level 30 over at the inbound side of the Lincoln. That's 45. Holland 45 as well. Throgsneck Bridge moving slowly into Queens. It's an accident being cleared. FDR Drive South in the 20s. Watch out for an accident there. Traffic is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Hi, it's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Prioritize your self-care and switch to Cricket for unlimited plans starting at $35 a month. Smile, you're on Cricket. We're settling into a spring skiing pattern, especially on the drier days. That includes Wednesday and Friday. We'll be on softer snow, and that snow is still very deep at Camelback and the Poconos with all 39 trails. They made snow early this week. They're going for their longest season ever. Shawnee Mountain with Scout Weekend coming up, and Mountain Creek from 4 mountain peaks. All 3 of these spots skiing, riding, and tubing day and night, along with Mount Peter on all 14 trails. Mount Peter snow tubing Thursday through Sunday. Softening snow on steeper runs for Bel Air and Wyndham in the Catskills when those temperatures rise, both on 54 trails. Sundown, Southington, and Mohawk all 100% day and night in Connecticut. A few inches of fresh snow for Stratton, Killington, and Pico in Vermont, loaded with big mountain cruisers.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
Wild Turkey Bourbon and ESPN New York are bringing you the ultimate New York game day. 2 games, 1 damn day. We're kicking things off on Friday at Supply House at 1647 2nd Avenue starting at 9 p.m. Stop by for wild turkey tastings, exclusive giveaways, and your chance to win an epic New York sports experience. Opening day energy in the Bronx, Knicks at night vibes, all in one unforgettable day. So grab your crew and experience wild turkey at Supply House this Friday. Must be 21 or older. Drink responsibly.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321321. That's HAWK to 321321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
All right, thanks for that intro music. DNR with you, ESPN New York, right here on this one. It's not Ray's fault. The computer just froze up on him.
Did he break anything? Because this is usually like the time he snaps. And
no, I think Ray's doing. You're on the verge of having a nervous breakdown,
It's been a rough
Raymond?
morning in here. I got to tell you.
Right.
I got to tell you, and this is not meant as a negative. Should I be honest or should I not? You tell me.
We're always honest.
Okay. Raymond looks tired today. Like, I love Ray. I don't say this all the time. There's sometimes I'm like, I can't believe he doesn't look tired. Today, he looks like he got puffy eyes. He's you can feel his eyes are dry. Like, today's not an easy day for Ray.
I don't actually feel that bad today. Like, I don't feel.
You don't feel like your eyes are struggling today?
No, I don't feel
right
as tired as I felt on a Wednesday usually.
All right, good.
So,
Ray, by the way,
do you regret bringing that up now that he doesn't feel tired?
No.
I'm being honest.
No, he
with
doesn't.
him.
Not one iota.
No.
You know, it's almost nasty what you just said.
It's not nasty at all.
Not very conscious about the bags under the eyes and all that stuff. I don't know.
How is it nasty to say someone looks tired? That's not nasty.
Maybe I need to get a Botox injection or something.
What do you mean? If the person actually
Rick has a great Botox guy for you when you need.
If the person actually isn't tired, to say that you look really tired is not a compliment.
He's tired.
No, I could see how that would be insulting. I'm not bothered by it, but I could see how that would be insulting.
He's tired. He just may not be as tired as he normally is when he's tired. Right?
However you want to spin it. Listen, today's your day, okay? You had Raanan in, your best buddy. Why
are you so jealous of Raanan?
I'm not jealous of Raanan.
Oh, please.
I just saw how you lit up, and it was.
You know what? It's nice to have someone next to you. That's what it's nice.
But don't do that.
What do you mean?
No, don't do that.
It's nice to have another human being here.
Did Jordan sit on your lap for a photo shoot? No.
No. He's not you.
I wasn't even told to do that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit right in your lap.
That was really nice. We got pictures next week, by the way.
Which is a complete travesty.
Why?
Because you have a beautiful tan.
That's right.
I look like a corpse.
Why don't you do a little tanning salon before next week?
I might.
Or a little bronzer.
Maybe some bronzer?
Yeah, I think you should do that. All right, let's hear from Schefter. So you know how I learned of this, by the way? Of the Jets wanted to move up to the top pick and make a deal with the Raiders?
I don't know.
I turned on the station yesterday when I got in the car, and John Winthrop was breaking it down.
No, he wasn't.
RJ, did you hear this? John was on with Bart and Carlin.
I saw him in there.
Yeah.
I did hear that. They also, and we'll have some of this tomorrow because it's not the time. I heard them also debating whether you should get a comp day for what you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a discussion. Do you know how it played out?
I don't.
All right, I'll have for you tomorrow.
I know John won't give me a comp day.
Who knows? Somebody came to your defense.
I think Bart came to my defense.
Yes.
But I did hear yesterday, John giving just hot takes all over the place.
I'm in the car, and I turn on the station, and I hear, it's a familiar voice, but you're like, wait, who is it? Because it's not Bart and it's not Carlin. So I was like, who is this? And then I hear, so here's what I would do. Like, he's holding court. He's like, here's what I would do, okay? I'm going to try to move up. I'm going to overwhelm them. And then what I'm going to try to do, you know what? I want Max Crosby as well. So I'm going to add another. I was like, wait, what? And it's John. Because he tells us all the time, he believes he could do exactly what we do and host the show.
He's just looking to get on the air.
Yeah, in any way possible.
Yeah.
But here's what Schefter said, and then we have to get into it. The Jets, they would like to move up to that top pick in the draft.
I think that the Jets probably at some point will make a run to try to get that pick. I do think they'll try. I don't think they'll succeed, but I think they'll call up and be like, what would it take? Can we get it done? They have the ammunition. Last year, the Giants tried really hard to get up to number 1 to go get Cam Ward. Tennessee wouldn't move off the pick. And I think that it's a similar situation this year with the Jets at 2 and the Raiders at 1. Sounds to me like the Raiders are pretty content and dug in. I don't expect them to move the number 1 pick, but the Jets certainly can try.
Yeah, but do you want that? I like Mendoza. Are you willing to make them an offer they can't refuse to move up to number 1?
I heard a lot of this yesterday. I heard Schrager talking about this. Probably not, just because, again, I don't think we're in a great position right now talent-wise around Mendoza to get the best out of him. You're not dumping him into, we're not a quarterback away. You're not dumping him into a great situation.
And I think he's going to be good, but is he going to be that, is he going to be great in the NFL?
No one knows. I don't know. I mean, is he going to be Joe Burrow? I don't know. I mean, you love what you see. I mean, you love the idea. I think the argument was, if anyone's equipped to do it, it would be him because of what he did at Indiana. And what I would say to that was, it was Mendoza, but it was Cignetti. And I don't think Aaron Glenn is Cignetti by any stretch. Of course, you make the phone call and see what it would take.
Okay, but you want him. What would you be willing to do? Obviously, you'd have to give up 2 and 16, right?
Right. The issue for me though is that there's a real thought, and you've heard this from multiple people, that you how you choose to feel about the people I'm going to mention is up to you. But as far as the NFL is concerned, Dan Orlovsky is pretty well respected, right?
Mm-hmm.
He watches a lot of tape, breaks these things down. And
he got crushed for this take, by the way.
Which take?
You're going to say that he thinks Simpson and Mendoza are this close?
No. I was going to bring that up. I was going to bring up the fact that he thinks that if Arch Manning came out this year, he'd be the consensus number 1 pick.
Oh, I've heard everyone say that.
Okay, so if everyone is saying that, am I going to trade?
Well, that's my point.
So that's probably why I wouldn't do it. I would probably continue to build. So whenever I do get the quarterback, he's in a better spot because you need tons of talent all over the place. And then next year be the year where if I'm going to try to leverage stuff, I would leverage it next year.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think they're not, and I like Mendoza, but do I think he's on the level of the Burrows, what maybe Arch Manning turns into or Dante Moore? No, for starters. And secondly, what am I going to give up to move up to get this kid? And thirdly, unless you make an offer which is just wild, I don't think the Raiders are even going to entertain anything.
Well, here's the thing, though. You're probably right, and Shefty said that. They can try, and they'll probably try just because you should, just to see what it would cost.
Sure.
How serious are they about keeping the pick? I would say. Do you think that Josh Allen would have been Josh Allen if he wasn't developed?
I don't think anybody. I think there's very few that would be what they turn into if they were on a brutal team.
Right.
Like, I think Joe Burrow was going to be great wherever he wound up.
Okay, so is Carlos Mendoza? Is Fernando Mendoza? Is Fernando Mendoza Joe Burrow?
No.
No, I don't think so either. So, I mean, if that's your thought, and you know going into next year, and we don't know how next year's going to turn out, but the names that you see, you like. And Arch Manning didn't have a great season. He got better as the season went on, but still, like, that's how people view him. I would probably hold on to the picks, draft a really good player at 2, a really good player at 16. I mean, I got 4 picks in the top 44, and then next year, take my chances and see what happens. But
I agree with you, and I know like it's fun when we disagree and we go at it, but I agree with you 100%.
Like, what situation do you dump a Mendoza into if you trade all your? I mean, you're talking about trading what, 3 first-round picks?
How could you trade 3 first-round picks to move up one spot and take a quarterback that I like him? Don't get me wrong, I like him, but I don't think it's like a slam dunk, a no-brainer. He's going to be a star. To trade 3 ones, you better know 100% that this guy's going to be a star.
Well, I'm just asking, what is it going to? I mean, I would think that
I would think it's going to. I mean, obviously you're going to have to give up 2 and probably 16, and then maybe 33. So you get Mendoza, and you'd have 44 is what you'd get in this draft, and then you'd have 3 ones for next year.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. That's not what the Raiders are going to want. The Raiders are going to want your picks next year.
All right. So what are you going to want for next year? So I'm going to trade you 2, and I'm going to give you. You can trade any pick you want, right?
Yeah.
Like, can you define, like, you would get Dallas's pick, or is like you get? All right.
Yes.
So they're going to want 2 and next year's best available pick.
Yeah, they're going to want your pick next year.
Yes.
Exactly right. Because they're going to want the ammunition to go up and get the quarterback that you could get next year.
Right. But you're in that position now.
I'm in that position now, exactly right, which is why I wouldn't do it.
So why would you want to put them in that position?
Well, because there's an unknown.
There's always an unknown.
Right, but that's the thing, though. And that's what we're dealing with right now in this conversation we keep having with the Jets. I mean, what would Darren Muji like to do as opposed to what Aaron Glenn wants to do? What does Woody want to do? Because in theory, you'd want to be as bad as possible.
Woody's going to want to win.
Right,
I don't think
so
Woody's looking 5 years down the road. What am I going to? Woody's like, how can I get as many wins as humanly possible next season? That's Woody Johnson.
Okay, so the conversation they had yesterday on DHR was about this topic. And, of course, if I were to ask you right now without even hearing it, what do you think Don said about what the Jets should do this season?
Try to get as good as possible.
Win
as many games as humanly possible.
Right, and then devil's advocate, Alan was like, well, it's been 15 years already. What's another year of being bad?
I understand that, but you say that going into it. Right?
No,
like to have a bad year is awful. To have a bad year knowing you're going to have a bad year is even worse.
Right, but at least the thought is that you're going to get the prize at the end. Like, I don't think that the Jets, as they sit here today and how they're being run and who owns them, can just settle for a quarterback. There'll be a bunch of quarterbacks. You know, if we win 7 games, no big deal because we'll get one of the quarterbacks. I need the quarterback.
I agree with that, and also I don't think it's so easy. I don't think it's we win 7 games, but we have 3 ones, so we'll take those 3 ones and we'll move up to 1, and we'll get Arch Manning. I don't think it works like that.
No, but even for those people, when you explain that to them, they're like, "Well, there's still going to be good quarterback." I don't need a good quarterback
unless it's the 2004 draft where the third quarterback is going to be Ben Roethlisberger. I don't want to settle for the third quarterback. I want the guy. I want whoever is the best quarterback going into next year's draft. That's who I want to get if I'm the Jets.
Right, and I'd like the coach to go along with it, which I think losing does for you also. I think you get both. Like, that's how I would look at it, is I don't think Aaron Glenn's a good coach. And now if we lose enough, I'll get a new coach, and hopefully the job will be attractive enough where we'll have maybe the first overall pick,
hopefully,
plus 2 more first-round picks. If you're going to ever be attractive, that would be the time.
It would be with a young roster where you're going to get the quarterback and you're going to have a ton of money in free agency. That would be the most attractive the Jets will ever be to a legitimate head coach that's on the market.
Right. So, I mean,
I agree.
I can live with being bad for another season. It's been 15.
I agree. And you'll have the Giants to nestle in.
Correct. That's just what I want.
Yeah.
You peacocking all over the studio because your team wins 9 games.
You'll call me NBC. I'll be peacocking all over the place.
I already know what's going to happen. Is that they're going to make create some more cap space. They're going to make some good moves. You're going to love the draft. Maybe it's Sonny Styles. You're going to win 8 or 9 games, and 65 or sooner is going to turn into 63 or sooner.
Okay,
something crazy.
So why would that be so awful?
It's not awful. It's just you are in.
I'm in. Would you rather you want Eeyore?
No.
Or you want excitement?
I want excitement.
All right. So let's take a break. Jets fans, you hear this. Are you willing to mortgage a lot to move up one spot and get Mendoza? Carlos, Fernando, Francisco, any Mendoza you're interested in. Are you willing to mortgage to move up to get him? 800-919-3776. Back to the Knicks. A little baseball, a lot of NFL, stuff you missed, all of it. Very busy Wednesday. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Gold prices are soaring, and silver is near an all-time high. If you've got gold or silver just laying around and you want top dollar, then go to the Estates Roadshow this Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Old Bridge. For info, go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts tonight at Jack Doyle's with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Thunder, Jack Doyle's is your destination. The party tips off at 6:30 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN Ultra and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans tonight at 240 West 30th Street to cheer on your Knicks. Enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials and cool prizes all game long at Jack Doyle's.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
My Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take. But early detection allowed us to take control of the situation together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
DraftKings Sportsbook puts you right in the middle of basketball's biggest star-driven moments. Bet player props, bet live, and when a game turns fast, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player gets injured anytime in the first half, your bet stays alive. And once it settles, you still get paid in cash. That's built-in protection for star-driven bets. Backed by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg is live from the Big East Tournament presented by Schweppes, Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, and Samuel Adams. Join DHR broadcasting live from the Irish Exit inside Moynihan Train Hall for a Big East extravaganza. Big East legends Charles Smith and Walter Berry will join us on site as we break down the action and relive the glory days. All courtesy of Schweppes. Stop by beginning at 3 p.m. Enter to win great prizes and make the Irish Exit your headquarters when the Big East takes center stage. Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea is available at Jack Doyle's and John Sullivan's. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I got you, Ray. I know we're coming back. I was talking to my friend Chris Carlin, who is just asking about Rick, and is Rick okay, and when will Rick be back in studio, and all those kind of things. And I told him that Rick will be back in studio when it's appropriate for Rick to be back in studio.
You weren't even appreciating the music.
Stay out of my business.
Weren't appreciating the music selection either.
No, Fernando, I get it. Okay. Absolutely.
Not
he called him Carlos Mendoza, and you're playing Fernando.
I got baseball on my mind, all right? What do you want me to tell you?
I get you. Want to hear from Carlos Mendoza?
No, we're talking Jets.
Oh, all right. But I got some Carlos Mendoza. I got some Nolan McLean. You know what I do not like? Two things that I have gathered over the last 48 hours.
Okay.
I like the World Baseball Classic.
Yep.
But you don't, if you love it, you don't have to be the person that convinces me how great it is and that I need to watch it. That's for starters.
Well, they want you to love it. Okay.
Fine. I do. I like it and I'll watch it. I think it's great. I think there's some like real excitement in the fan base and the chanting and just the people are so excited. I get it. But if I'm not interested, you don't need to tell me that I just don't get it and I'm making a big mistake. If I don't want to watch it, I don't want to watch it.
Right, but that person, whoever's trying to convince you, can't understand it because they love it.
Right, but there's things that I love that you don't love. That's fine.
Right,
it
but
happens.
it reminds me of how hockey fans feel, like diehard hockey fans.
100%.
Right. It's like, how can you not love this?
So that's the first thing I would say. And the second thing I would say, do you know the way, well, I don't know if you know this. So when you're a kid, you take a driving test.
Yeah.
And there's been people that have said, and I think this is accurate, when you get to like 65, 70, you should have to kind of take the test again to make sure you're still capable of driving, right?
That's right, yeah.
I believe sports talk show hosts should need to take like a sports test every 3 to 5 years just to make sure. Because I've heard some stuff the last 48 hours, which is like, you're on the radio?
Give me an example.
I don't want to call people out by name.
No, but you don't have to call people out by name. Just give me like an example of a piece of information, like similar to like Jordan's little nugget where he's like, oh, Kyler Murray to the Vikings. Thanks, Jordan. It's a real.
I don't even remember specific. I just remember the show I was listening to, and I was like, this is it's lowbrow. Like, be better than this. This is so rudimentary as far as just your analysis of the game.
Maybe you
and your lack of knowledge with football. It was jarring to me.
Maybe you make it your life's mission now to make sports radio what it should be.
I educate the supposed educators.
Right. You call all these stations up and you say, "Hey, listen, I'm Dave Rothenberg."
You know, it'd be a career path.
Right. I drive morning show in New York.
Yep.
I know what great radio should sound like. I've almost graduated from NYIT.
Right.
I'm very close. I should listen to your station and then give you feedback as to what needs to be fixed.
Like a consultant.
Yes, a radio consultant.
Yes. And here's the thing. You need to spend some more time studying. You need to spend some more time learning the history. You need to learn a little bit more of what's currently going on in the world of sports. Like, I could give advice of what the appropriate thing to do for each individual host would be.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
See that? But that's, now you understand the genesis of my frustration sometimes. When it's like there'll be someone doing a sports talk radio show that feels like it's they're allowed to be like, yeah, I didn't really watch that. Or I'm like, no, it's your job to watch it.
I don't mind that as much. I don't mind that as much as you.
It drives me mental.
Yeah, no. I mean, so if I didn't watch the hurricanes and the lightning last night, now you're gonna.
No, not that. I'm just saying like specifically New York sports.
Oh, if I didn't watch the Knicks last night, you should crush
right.
me. That would be awful for me.
Right, and how would that? I mean, how would this partnership work?
It wouldn't work well.
It wouldn't.
But
work.
here's the thing, and I will say this, and I know we bust on each other all the time and give each other.
RJ, clip that.
Come on, he's screening a call.
Ray, clip that.
Forget it.
I'm going to need that tomorrow.
Forget it. Here's Carlos Mendoza.
He just developed some vertigo-like symptoms on Friday night and loss of appetite. That got better by Saturday, and because of that, we decided to keep him here. He was able to throw his side. He's scheduled to pitch tomorrow on the backfield, and then if everything goes well, he'll report to Team USA after that.
That's Nolan McLean. He's experiencing a little bit of vertigo. I'm going to battle right through it. I'm not going to allow you to do what you do. I'm not going to allow you to do what you do. I'm not going to allow you to bring RJ into the mix and to go down that path. I won't allow it.
Ray, can I hear that again?
No, I'm not.
It was a nice moment.
Ray, don't play into his game, Ray.
It was a nice moment.
If you do, Ray, if you do, then everything you've ever claimed to be goes right out the window.
What did I ever claim to be?
You're falling for his shenanigans.
Ray, he just said you look tired. Ray, play it.
He just trashed me in front of everybody.
I didn't trash you.
He said, you look like garbage, Ray. And you're like, I don't even feel that bad. It's terrible. It's like asking a lady when she's due and she's not even pregnant.
I didn't say you look like garbage. I said you look very tired.
Oh, what does that mean?
His eyes look very tired.
Yeah, that's not a compliment.
There's nothing wrong with saying that. Ray, if you want to bring this show down the Benny Hill route,
Ray, please play it.
Then play it.
And it's gonna get played at some point.
It's gonna get played at some point.
You know what, Ray? You're the problem.
It's 3 stars. It's gonna get played.
Ray, honestly, you're the problem.
Plays of the week. Maybe if you were nicer to those guys.
I couldn't be nicer to those guys.
I couldn't be nicer to those guys. You don't believe that RJ can throw a football 50 yards, which he definitely can.
So because no, he cannot.
I'm telling you,
RJ, you believe you can throw a football 50 yards?
The 50 yards might be a little far.
Yeah.
Have you ever played catch with him? Have you ever played football, like throwing a football around with him?
He has a legitimate arm. I don't think you understand how far
he throws
50 yards. It's half
too.
the field.
It's pretty far.
If you let him take a running start, he could throw it 50.
I don't think so.
What do you want to bet?
You name it.
You want to bet a breakfast?
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't somebody owe me a breakfast?
I think there's a lot of untied.
Yeah, Ray owes something too for the Survivor.
Ray owes us all a breakfast.
What do I owe?
You lost Survivor.
I can't. Oh, that's right. I lost very early.
Yeah, very early, like week 2.
And then there's the big one hanging out there.
Which one?
Buster only.
Yeah, Buster. That's a big one. That's a
so that was.
It's an interesting choice of words, given what just happened.
Don't do it, Ray.
Could you cut that also, please? I think
here's the thing, and I will say this, and I know we bust on each other all the time and give each other.
What kind of show? What kind of show is this?
Really?
John's out of town one day.
Did you walk right off the
He's not even
set?
on the plane yet.
I don't even think that one's that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's like you just walk, but you just. I almost caught myself. I caught
It's
myself
not that
there.
bad. That's the thing.
What does that sound like, Ray? What do you think that sounds like when we're doing that?
I don't want to know what that sounds like.
Is there a pew pew to go along with that one? I think the Open's right. The Open just wrote itself. I like it. Hey,
are you going to try to avoid the Open tomorrow?
The workplace is meant to be uncomfortable.
Oh, you're doing a great job. A great job. Let's go quickly to Everyday Edgar. Everyday, you're on ESPN New York.
What's up, boys? You guys just get more hilarious and hilarious by the day. You make my mornings. All right, I'm the same with you. What are we going to do if the Knicks beat OKC tonight? Yay, they're great, but they can't beat Detroit.
No, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm sincere when I say that.
Right, you're not.
If they win this game tonight, I would be happy. We will discuss it tomorrow. We will be pleased that they got this win. This regular season, to me, is about finding the formula, finding the rotation, getting to the 2 seed, and being healthy and rested and ready for the postseason. That is what the final 20 games are for the Knicks for me.
I think you're going to agree with me. Schoen is out. Diarra took his spot immediately. That Diarra kid is putting in threes. He drives to the basket. He's length on defense. I'm glad he's getting burned. What do you guys think?
I like him too. I wouldn't say that they're not going to play Sohan. I think it's a work in progress. I'll tell you what, Diawara, and thanks to the call.
He's not shy.
That man loves to shoot the basketball.
He is not shy. No.
Oh my God. He took 13 threes in 14 minutes the other day.
Yeah, just over 14 minutes, yeah.
13 threes?
He's not shy. I think he only made 4 of them, but still, he was
4 for 13, right. You could almost understand that if he was like 11 to 13, you're like, well, you got to keep shooting.
Like Alvarado the other day.
I don't like when Alvarado shoots from distance.
Well, I mean, he had the one night, though, where he had 8.
Right.
He was on fire.
But now you fall in love with the 3, and he's just not a great three-point shooter.
But he's a dog.
He is a dog. I love him. I just don't love when he shoots.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a problem. But.
All right, let's break. We'll come back. We'll get into the Knicks. We'll get into what was last night and what is tonight. We got stuff you missed. It's all happening. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
College basketball is nonstop. Big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every night. And now FanDuel is giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger wins with a college basketball parlay profit boost. Here's how it works. Build any college hoops parlay you like. The early tip, the rivalry game, the ranked matchup, the late night West Coast shootout. Mix spreads, totals, props, whatever fits your read of the slate. Then just apply your profit boost and instantly bump up that potential payout. Go safe, go spicy, go with the team you've been following all season. It's your parlay, your style, now with more upside behind it. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Minimum 2-leg parlay required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable Boost Builder tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Start with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $45 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Plan prices require auto pay. Additional terms apply. For welcome unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic in times of congestion.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. The AFI hails. Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Kyler Murray's a Pittsburgh quarterback, though.
What's a Pittsburgh quarterback these days?
A little quarterback.
RJ has no chance at Pittsburgh.
I would think RJ is the Steelers quarterback. Is highly unlikely. Can you throw the ball 50 yards?
That's good football. Let's find out.
Bruce can't throw the ball 50 yards.
They've teamed up against you.
Did I miss when RJ was like this high-end, big pitching prospect or something?
Who invited you to the studio anyways?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I know we bust on each other all the time and give each other.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, there's the music. Sing me something, Raymond. Sing me something.
This is going well.
He's at that point, by the way, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's about to completely lose all control. We're right about there.
Good.
And he
So
starts
one more.
like slamming the wall.
One more rejoin.
We're
Yeah,
very
they'll be
close.
up.
So we'll get into the Knicks in just a moment. I'm picking up the slack of you not being in studio today, and I just did a little big conduiting.
How'd that go?
I think that's pretty good. But the funny thing is, I went out to see somebody specifically. That person wasn't there, and then I was like lumped into. All right, now I'm walking by all these other people. Now I kind of have to talk to them. Right. So I ran into our pickleball opponent for next week, Jordan.
So she's back finally.
She made it back, and by the way, no one that walks the planet has a nicer, deeper, richer tan than she does right now.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk that she's an excellent tanner, but
yeah,
like, okay.
but she looks great. But it's like all these people that have this. I was trapped in Florida for she was supposed to go for 4 days, and she was trapped in Florida for 10 days. Give me a break.
I know. What are you doing? Hey, trapped in Florida. Stop.
And by the way, you know what she did as she was trapped in Florida for 10 days?
I went to the beach and played pickleball.
Played pickleball nonstop.
Right, of course she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one I'm worried about. She has the chance to be like.
Well, she's a good athlete too, growing up.
Yeah, a softball player.
Right.
But I mean, she's kind of the quiet one. Like she's not really as outwardly
aggressive.
Confident. Well, no, she's like she's got like the quiet confidence that scares me a little bit.
But what's happening now is it feels like the office is really starting to take to them. It's like, I don't know, they might beat you guys. I was like, okay.
Well, that's good for us.
Yeah.
I actually prefer that because I think the office was saying kind of the same things. Well, Anita had everyone believing that they were going to walk right through us.
I believe my quote was, we're gonna ruin an entire generation of people now that are rooting for you guys. And they're like, a whole generation. I was like, a whole generation.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We ruin hopes and dreams.
Our careers, some would say.
Yeah. All right. So
hold on one second.
Yeah.
I got a little thing because as you plan out the route of the 9:00 hour, as the expert driver that you are,
right?
I do have a mock draft.
Ooh.
If you're interested.
Who has a mock draft now?
I have a Dane Brugler from the Athletic.
He's very
mock
good.
Draft. Yes, has just come back from the combine and felt like he wanted to put on paper what he heard.
Single round mock draft?
I got a single rounder.
Single rounder.
Yep.
Okay. Listen, you know what the weird thing is with the mock draft? It could be anybody. It could be like the guy that has the bagel shop around the corner, and you see a mock draft online. Ooh, who's it? Like, come on, man. How could you have the Giants take and love it? And I got to say, it's like, no, this no one you've ever heard of.
I got a 2-rounder.
A Brugler 2-rounder.
A Brugler 2-rounder.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I would like to hear this in a little bit.
Okay, perfect.
For now, I think we get to the Knicks again. This is where we started the show, and we're going to get back there again. I think you expected the Knicks to win last night. The Knicks, it was close down the stretch. They closed it out. They were dominant on the glass. They dished out many more assists than Toronto. And in the end, I feel like the better team won. That will last for a couple more hours until they take on the big boy, the real litmus test, and that is Oklahoma City tonight at the Garden.
Right. I think the only thought maybe last night was after a nice win against San Antonio, knowing you're playing OKC tonight, is there a little bit of a letdown?
Between, like the sandwich game.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, we're looking ahead to a big matchup.
Right.
And I don't know if that's even who the Knicks are, right? There have been plenty of opportunities this season where you've kind of had litmus test games that they just really haven't shown up for.
Mm-hmm.
But, last night's a team that was 11 in a row. Now it's 12 in a row. And you mentioned it, 5 minutes left. It's a 2-point game. And then it's like, okay, enough playing around. Let's step on the gas here. And that's exactly what they did.
But Toronto's not a bad basketball team.
No, Toronto's not a bad basketball team at all. I mean, you own them, but they're not a bad basketball team. The thing you take away from last night and what you've taken away over the last however many games, I saw Allen's tweet. Allen actually had a nice tweet about this, was the defense. It's holding another team under 100 points. So Allen's tweet is this. Here's a Knicks stat. So the Knicks have allowed 100 points or fewer in 16 games this season, tied with the Thunder and Hornets for the second most games in the NBA. Only the Celtics with 17 have more. Allen's follow-up to that tweet was, and 11 of those games have come over the last 19 games.
Right. And the other day against San Antonio, who was red hot, you allowed the least amount of points you've allowed all season, and then last night you held Toronto to 95 points. So you clearly you're trending in the right direction defensively, and that's what I think these final, right? Like what do they have? 19 games left?
20.
20 games left. That's what I think
62.
these final 20 games are. You want to try to get to 2. You want to get the rotation set, and you want your defense to be the best version. So you go in on a real high with the best chance you can possibly have to make a real run in the postseason.
Right. So currently right now, I mean, I think the thing that we keep talking about, because we know the offense can be really, really good, is the defense. So right now, looking at the ratings, you have the Knicks are the third best as far as offensive rating is concerned. It's Nuggets, Celtics, Knicks, Thunder, Cavs. Those are your top 5. And then defensive rating, the Knicks are 9th. A Pistons problem is 2.
See, I don't, maybe I'm wrong, I don't look at the Knicks and think of them as like a really good defensive team. But the metrics are saying otherwise.
Right. So, I mean, they have the best, they have the 5th best net rating in the NBA currently. It's OKC, Boston, Detroit, San Antonio, and then the Knicks.
Right, so you're up there with teams that you look at like, Spurs, right? Boston as really, really good defensive
teams. Right, those are teams, I mean, the OKC and the Spurs are 2 of the teams that you think come out of the West. I mean, OKC is the defending champion. And then, I mean, now, according to, I got it right here, according to DraftKings, Celtics right now have the best odds to win the Eastern Conference.
So that's flipped then?
Right, followed by Cleveland, the Pistons.
Pistons are 3, huh? So you know what that's telling you. That is telling you they believe that Tatum will be back and will be a real factor in the postseason.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Jaylen Brown's playing at an MVP level.
And he is. Karl Anthony Towns, Knicks radio, why the defense is playing so well lately.
I just think we're executing, and we're doing a good job of utilizing our God-given talents. I think we're doing a great job of getting steals and utilizing that to start our offense. And, when you start the game defensively on a good rhythm, it translates to a lot of the game, and a lot of the game opens up. You would think that hitting some shots opens up the basket for us on offense. I think it's actually the defense getting those stops and putting some pace and flow into the game. It allows us to do a lot more and feel good about what we're doing, more confident in what we're doing.
So you hear that, and you just think to yourself, defense is so much about want and effort, and maybe they're just deciding they've made a group decision of, guys, it's time to turn on the way we play defense, because that's really all it's about.
Well, I think, for me, first and foremost, like listening to him talk about defense, for whatever reason, it aggravates me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me. Like, of all people.
What aggravates you?
Like him talking about defense. Like, yeah, well, Kat, we know. Like, we understand that good defense is going to lead to easy offense. Like, we all understand that. But you're one of the players that doesn't consistently give the best effort on defense. So, like, that just bothers.
But I don't think as a team that they, and again, I know it's a long season. There's a lot of games you kind of mail it in, so it does make sense. But I don't think as a team they always give 100% effort on defense.
Well, I think it's hard. You always hear about any basketball expert that breaks down defense in the NBA talks about guys being on a string, right? 5 guys on a string. So that's all. That's all 5 guys working at a certain level, like effort-wise, and also like executing whatever your defense is going to be. The problem is if one of those guys isn't working hard, if one of those guys isn't getting back in transition, your whole defense is screwed up. And the one guy, he's not the only guy, but the one guy that you would consistently point to as being that guy, like Blake Griffin talked about it the other day, is Cat. Right?
Well, it's not Bridges. It's not OG.
It's not Josh.
It's not Josh. It's not Robinson. Brunson's not a great defensive player, but it feels like he does as well as he can.
Right, but it's not Alvarado. You don't question Jalen's want to.
But that's the thing. No, Jalen's not a great defensive player, but you think he tries. The guy that we're talking about with the defense in the Knicks is Karl Anthony Towns.
Right, which is why when he talks about defense and how important it is, it frustrates. Yeah, we know it's important. Like, of course it's important. It's like you need to know, like you need to accept the fact that it's that important and then do it all the time.
Well, to that point, Mike Brown, after the game last night, discussed how Cat has really stepped up his defense lately.
Oh, it's been huge. Again, I say this all the time. One guy can't guard one other guy in the league. It's almost impossible, especially when they do call fouls and the way the floor is spaced, it's tough to do that. And so you have to have 5 guys on a string. And the game right now is space and pace. And everybody looks at Cat and like, oh, he can't do it, blah, blah. Well, he can do it, and he's showing he can do it. And we need him to continue to do it, whether it's in the pick and roll, getting back in transition, coming over to help from the weak side, or guarding this guy in a one-on-one situation. He's been fantastic, but he's also been really good at communicating out on the floor. I can hear him talking very loud and early and continuous with the coverages, because usually your big sees everything because he's on the backside. So give Cat a lot of credit for stepping up his game on that end of the floor as well as the rest of the team.
Okay, so here's what I would say from that. And maybe this is a bad take. I find that to be frustrating. Like, why now, 60 games into the season, or 10 games ago, 50 games into the season, does this guy decide he's going to up the level of his defense? And then you have the coach sitting here saying, well, hopefully this will continue. Of course, this has to continue. To have any chance to get to where you want to get to, you need offensively, and maybe more importantly, defensively, Karl-Anthony Towns to be Karl-Anthony Towns.
Right, but I swear to you, I didn't even hear that clip before you just played it. That's, for all the reasons that he just talked about, is why when Karl-Anthony talks about it, it frustrates me. Because I'm sure these are the same conversations that are being had in the locker room, like trying to convince him how important, like all the things that he just mentioned, the communication, like all those things. Like how many times do we need to tell you before it sinks in? Hopefully it's now. Hopefully it's like we've done 60, and now in the last 22 we've wrapped this thing up.
So you believe it? Because until I see it in those moments, I'm just not going to believe it. Because I've seen so many times where you're like, all right, here it is. Now it's different. Now it's changed. And then you revert back. I can't be there yet.
I want to be there.
Okay. You go
I
there.
want to get there.
You go there. You live there, and you let me know what it's like there, and I'll try to get there.
Well, listen, we'll get there together. I think I'm probably closer. I want to just emotionally want to be closer because I want to believe that this is going to lead to a trip to the NBA Finals. But he's the one that's going to be under the most pressure. I think that goes without saying. Like Cat has the dot.
I don't even think there's a second. It's Karl-Anthony Towns.
Right, but it's going to be the 3 we always talk about. It's going to be
Cat, Brown. It's going to be Bridges. It's going to be Cat.
Yes.
Bridges might frustrate you, but they can win if Bridges is fine. Bridges is going to be okay. He's not bad. There's times where Karl-Anthony Towns, who's supposed to be a 25-12 guy, is nowhere near that.
Right, you saw him, but you also saw it. See, that's the thing, though. I think that's the impediment for you right now to get where I'm headed. Is just like you. We had this exact same conversation, and then
he took 4 shots in a game.
He took one shot in the last 3 quarters.
Right. He took 5 shots in a game. He went 5 for 5 from the floor.
Right. So it's like, well, okay, well, what just happened? I thought we were headed down the right road here.
And therein lies my hesitation to just jump on this and be like, okay, this is going to be great. Because yes,
and that was a game against Cleveland.
But the thing that's so frustrating is he can be great.
Yes,
he's capable of being great.
But we wouldn't be talking about it. We wouldn't be as frustrated about it if you.
Well, therein lies the thing. Like Abdul Carter. You watch this guy. Everyone, he's going to be great. He's going to be great. He's so good. He's so talented. The bend, the edge, the whole. It's so. And you watch him, and you're like, no, I'm not impressed with this guy. Why? And then you get to the second half of the season, and he finally turns on. That's why. Because it's there. It's in there. And when you have wasted talent, and you have a guy who has the potential to be so good, not live up to that potential, it's so frustrating.
Well, but especially when it feels like it's more of a 1-2 effort thing.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Right. It's not like you're not capable of doing it. Especially when you show us that you can. I just hope that this is they're starting to figure it out. I mean, the idea that 11 of these games have happened in the last 19, I think is a positive sign.
I agree with that. But you do realize, tonight, you get blown out of the building, and defensively you allow 127 points, and now you start back at square one.
Right. And we keep talking. We keep telling ourselves that we're not going to be this roller coaster of emotions.
I'm not going to be a roller coaster of emotions.
I know, but it's just like belief, and then you don't believe, then you believe, then you don't. But that's what I'm talking about. It's not like it's not going crazy.
But I think I know where they are. I think they're good. I think they're an Eastern Conference Finals team. I right now think it probably ends there. Anything more than that, I would be highly impressed. Anything less than that, I would be highly disappointed.
Right.
But I
think most people feel that way.
Okay. Do you feel like that?
They have to get to the Eastern Conference Finals at the very worst.
Right. I mean, Knicks go Eastern Conference Finals losing 6 games to Detroit, and you say, well, they're flawed. Detroit's tougher, more physical, a little better team. It's not the worst thing in the world.
It's not the worst thing in the world, but it makes it bad that it's Detroit.
Guess.
Right, well, because we always try to play these games where it's like, okay, no Halliburton in Indy, and you got no Tatum in Boston.
So we thought.
Right, so now all of a sudden it looks like Tatum could be back. Jaylen Brown's playing at an MVP level, and now, we went from Detroit just getting a taste of the postseason where we beat them, and it's a close series and it's a tough series, to all of a sudden now we're the best. They're the best team in the East, and they beat us in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right. Yeah, and where would that whole progression be? Right. Well, you go to the first round, then you go to the second round, and you go to if they go to the NBA Finals this year.
I know, and then look behind you. Look what's coming.
Oh, yeah,
Indy's
right.
coming again.
Right. Orlando's on the way, and I mean, Atlanta's going to wind up.
Look at Charlotte right now.
Charlotte's, they're one of those teams they have to be concerned about.
So this is definitely for this group at least. I mean, this
very
is
important.
This is
I agree. I agree. RJ,
hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
How you feel like the show's been going today?
Excellent.
Hot, like top shelf.
I think you guys have been great. You're always great.
No, it can't always be great. I mean, sometimes that are lesser, so that there are the great moments.
I suppose, but it could still fall in the great range. You know what I mean? Like
I do.
There's days you might look at.
Have we laughed?
Yeah.
Have we talked sports?
Of course.
Have we busted on each other?
we did do that. Like there's games.
That's a day.
There's games the Bills lose, but Josh Allen's still great.
Some twisted version of the Jim Valvano speech.
Yeah. if you laugh, you cry, and you whatever, like reflect. You've had a full day,
and you busted each other.
That's our version.
Pew 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 pew. There we go. Workplace uncomfortable.
Apparently, he said something which
the workplace is meant to be uncomfortable.
Need you to grab at some point, Raymond.
What did I say?
No, I'll tell Raymond, then we'll bring it back.
See, you got your secret little mole. You got your secret moles in your little.
That's right, but I wouldn't use the moles if I wasn't pushed into this area.
You shouldn't have said what you said. Okay, but you said it. I didn't say it.
Well, you said something which we'll revisit.
Okay.
All right.
I look forward to it.
Good. I look forward to it too. RJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
That's nice. You ready for the stuff that you or other people may have missed?
No, sure.
Let's go.
Now. Walk-up three-pointer. He got it!
See ya!
Score! Put it in the box!
The you missed.
Oh, yeah, sure. Knicks. Third team in the East to reach 40 wins. You mentioned it. They're behind Detroit. They're behind Boston, the latter of which they trail by 1.5 games in the standings. I was thinking about this. Do you think the rest of the East fan bases of these other teams are nervous about the Pistons, or just us here are nervous about the
Pistons? I think us more here.
Yeah.
Because I think, you guys can correct me if you believe I'm wrong, we look at that as the hurdle, and they kind of have the kryptonite to what we're trying to do. Like, they play a style of game that the Knicks just don't play all that well.
I am interested to see, though, once they get in the playoff series. I contest like a back-and-forth series. Do they have a second get-a-bucket guy beyond Cade that you trust?
Well, you know what? Do the Knicks?
I'd like to think Cat could be that
I would
guy.
like to think that as well.
I'd like to think so. But, yeah, we'll see. Knicks 40-22. They take on the Thunder this evening. That is 6:30 coverage right here on ESPN New York. And you mentioned the stat about holding opponents under 100. That is the third straight game the Knicks have done so. Bam Adebayo with 23 points, 9 rebounds, 6 steals. The Heat beat the Brooklyn Nets 124-98. Nets have not won they won back-to-back games almost a month ago, have not won since. So, things are not going great. Same two teams again tomorrow night in Miami. St. John's.
Ugh.
Tight win. Ugh. I'll give you credit. Tight win. I know you're not in the moral victory portion of your schedule.
I'm not in any victory with Georgetown.
No, you're really
status.
not. But they only lost by 3 to a ranked opponent.
Georgetown was up by 13 in the second half.
That's the downside of this, yeah. I was giving you the positive. Downside is blowing a 13-point lead is not ideal for anybody. I'm sorry this happened to you. Sorry all of it's happening.
RJ, are you any chance you've been paying attention to your boy Mac Jones on
his
vacation?
Off-season?
He is lighting it up.
He's having a time.
What's he doing?
Holy moly.
He's having fun. He's
living
having
his
fun.
best life.
Really?
Yeah.
RJ, the Jets offer, because this was another thing that John was bringing up on his show yesterday.
First pick of the second round?
Yeah, first pick of the second round. You're taking it.
Mac, it's been fun?
Yeah, and running with it, right?
I think Mac brings more.
That's how teams like the Niners are always good.
No, here's the
they
thing.
They get Mac Jones for nothing, and then you trade him for like the 33rd pick in the draft.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think that would happen. Second, I think Mac Jones brings more value to the 49ers than any other team.
I think you're probably right.
So part of me actually hopes he's on the roster because I think they're going to need him.
If you got offered the 33rd pick, you'd have to deal.
You'd have to do it. But to what Jordan was saying, I think Trent's going to get done. Trent Williams is going to get a raise. Jawan Jennings is gone, so he's in play for the Jets or whomever.
So what's your receiving core looking like now?
Not great.
I mean, Pearsall's never healthy, right?
Demarcus Robinson, Jordan Watkins, some young guys. Yeah, they got to address it. They got problems. You went from Jennings and Debo and Ayuk to now it's Ricky Pearsall.
What about a Mike Evans in San Francisco?
I've been reading there's some contact.
If I have to deal with Mike Evans on the Eagles,
I also saw Mike Evans maybe Buffalo.
That would make sense.
That would make a lot of sense. That would make a ton of sense. Before we get to some football, Miami of Ohio, they beat Toledo. They are 30-0.
By the way, you see who's been getting absolutely destroyed.
Bruce Pearl. But if Miami loses one game, Bruce Pearl thinks they're out. Out of the tournament.
Do you hear what Joe Lunardi? He was like, allow the people that do this for a living to do this, please.
I mean, he's not saying it from a biased position either.
At all.
At all.
Right, because his kid has Auburn right on the bubble.
For the job that he quit right before the season, by the way.
Where you have
no
choice to get anyone to be the coach of Auburn except for my son. So enjoy Stephen Pearl.
Stephen Pearl. Some football. Told you all morning, Bobby Okereke. Going to be released by the Giants. You know that Breece Hall's been franchise tagged by the Jets. By the way, it's interesting that's the non-exclusive. So a team would have to give up 2 first-rounders, so you're not going anywhere. But why not just make it official? Seems like they're going to work on a long-term deal. They have until July 15th.
Well, it sounds like what happened is they were going to go transition tag, but at the combine they realized that the $11 million was going to be less than teams were going to offer, and I guess the way that teams could structure that deal could make it harder for the Jets to re-sign him, so they just went with the 14 and the regular franchise tag.
Yep, that is $14.293 million currently. That
14.293.
Yeah, 14.3 to be in New.
This is my stapler.
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson not tagged and posted a goodbye to Cincinnati, so that is over. The Colts did use the transition tag. They used it on Daniel Jones. The Rams say they're having great dialogue, is their words they use, with Matthew Stafford on a new deal. The Minnesota Vikings are mulling a possible trade of linebacker Jonathan Renard. And the Bears, they lost their center. He retired, Drew Dahlman, retiring at age 27, so that revamped offensive line takes a little bit of a hit.
You see that. Like everyone, like a guy in the prime of his career is just like, I'm done. Didn't the Niners have a linebacker a couple years ago that did that?
Oh, yeah, I also don't think you recognize, or people recognize, I shouldn't say you because you know this just because of the conversations that we've had, the amount of brain trauma.
No, I do.
That offensive and defensive line.
I really do. But I think people are always surprised by it. What, Borchard, was it?
Chris Borland.
Borland, yeah.
And he retired not that long after Patrick Willis retired. Now, Patrick Willis, it was more due to the toe injury. But Borland, I was like, oh, wow, we plugged that hole quickly, and then he retired.
Yeah. But, I mean, they always talk about, like, every play is like a car crash. So you're going through 70 car crashes a week?
Well, but it's more like the repeated hands to your head.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. By the way, the Falcons, they will play a game at the Bernabeu. That is where Real Madrid plays. So they will have an international game. It was not announced if they're the home or the away team or who they're playing yet, but keep them on coming, the international games. You mentioned earlier Carlos Mendoza said Nolan McClain is who's battling vertigo. He seems like he's going to throw today on one of the backfields, and if that all goes well, he will report to Team USA, where he will pitch in their first
I have heard vertigo is supposed to be absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
my mother had it. Yeah, she was a mess.
Right? Like you have to lie down and just close your eyes and try to rest as best you can.
And by the way, when he reports to Team USA, they had a tune-up yesterday. They played the San Francisco Giants. Didn't go well for the...
They smashed the Giants.
Yeah, 15-1.
But of course they did.
Of course they did.
15-1. Aaron Judge went 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies.
Has it been announced yet that the Lions are going to play the Giants?
No.
In
Germany? The Lions are going to play. We don't know who they're going to play yet.
But wasn't the report from Gary that the Giants were going to play in Germany?
The report, was it that it was going to be Germany, or is it they were going to play?
People are saying the Giants going to Germany.
I think it might be the Giants, Germany. But it's not official yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jerks and Profar, by the way, 162 game ban. Second positive.
He's an idiot. He was just suspended.
Yeah, well, now he's going for the whole season. So that might just do it for him. And some hockey. Rangers, they put JT Miller on IR with an upper body injury. Doug Hamilton, a goal and assist. Devils 5-1 win against the Panthers, who seems like they are sunk. And the Wild, they land center Michael McCarron for a second-round pick. And that's it.
That's nice. You do a nice job. You know that? Don't let anybody tell you differently, RJ.
That tells me you've heard differently.
Sabres are active, RJ. Sabres are active.
A little Robert Thomas action I'm reading.
It doesn't sound like they're going to get him, but they're trying.
Rick, you want to hear what you said earlier today in the show?
I do.
All right, Raymond, if you
Hold
will.
on one second.
Yeah.
I got a little thing. That's not nearly as bad as busting on each other.
Ray, again, please.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I got a little thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I was talking about RJ.
No, you weren't.
That's what Gabby calls him, the little thing.
No. Don't deflect. Nice job.
Hold on one second. I got a little thing.
You've made it perfectly clear what you're working with.
Wow.
You want to? I'm going to pull this thing out. Let me change the panorama.
No.
Please don't do that.
I think we know. And that's fine. Not everyone is,
I'll whip this bad boy right out.
Here's the thing, and I will say this, and I know we bust on each other all the time and give each other.
Right. What do you want to do?
Right.
Let me see the.
You're not a great guy. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Do you have the Brugler mock draft ready to go?
It's right in front of me.
Right. All right. We're going to bring that next. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on the roads. Here's Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. You don't want to miss this. Traffic information. The outbound George Washington Bridge, lower level construction until 2:30. Inbound GWB 30. The inbound side of the Lincoln 30. Holland about 45 from 1 and 9. 30 from the Turnpike. Over on the Newark Bay Extension East, right past 14C. Watch for construction. We're seeing delays on the LIE West at Deer Park Avenue with an accident. 80 East exit 58 in Patterson. A crash there. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPestControl.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
Gold is now over $5,100 an ounce, and silver is at an all-time high. Now is the best time to cash in on your unused gold and silver by going to the Estates Roadshow. Gold and silver, old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 2 locations this week: Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn and Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. The prices of gold and silver are at an all-time high, so there's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South. Get some cash in your hands today at the Estates Roadshow. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Listen, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Let's put ourselves in the right position.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Wow. How about that? Music when you return from break.
Crisis averted for a segment at least.
There we go. It's all happening now. Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Busy night tonight. Knicks and the Thunder, 6:30 right here on 880 ESPN New York. 7 o'clock tip-off. At the very same time, the Devils welcome the Leafs to the Rock. And then 10 o'clock, late night, I'm sure you'll stay up for it, the Islanders out west to take on the... Are they still the Mighty Ducks, or are they just the Ducks now?
Just the Ducks.
They're no longer Mighty?
I think once Disney sold them, they've stopped
They
being
lost the Mighty? Okay. Well, the Islanders take on the Ducks at 10 o'clock tonight. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey. During today's action, glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly.
Quack, quack.
Very nice. All right. So... of all the people, Dane Brugler is one of the best. You have his newest mock draft in front of you, yes?
I do, yeah.
All right. So walk me through. Give me some music, would you, Ray? Little NFL themed.
And now you're getting crazy. We just finally got music back.
Okay, well then we might as well take advantage because you don't know how long it'll last for. So,
all right.
Go ahead.
So this is what Dane has to say. So obviously free agency is still going to be a major domino in the process,
right.
But the Combine gives us breadcrumbs to how teams are thinking. He gathered plenty of NFL feedback during the Combine week, and now he wants to include some in this newest mock draft. So let's not delay the inevitable. Raiders, Fernando Mendoza,
Obviously.
That's one. New York Jets, number 2. Any guesses?
I'm going to say I think they should take Bailey. I think he's going to have Reese.
He's got Arvell Reese. Said Reese had one of the most impressive workouts at this year's Combine, full stop. His athletic testing was outstanding as expected, but his on-field performance was even more remarkable. His blend of speed, explosion, and violence separates him in this class. Dude stole the freaking show, an NFL scout said.
Wow. Okay.
So they have Arvell Reese 2. They have...
Where are we now? Let me walk through it here.
So you got Mendoza 1. Reese 2. Now we got the Cardinals up at 3.
Cardinals 3. So I saw something yesterday which I thought was interesting that Jeremiah loved, but I just can't think they're going to take a running back at 3. I'm going to say Bailey goes 3.
Incorrect. They have them taking Francis Maui-Noah.
Wow.
Offensive tackle Miami. In terms of NFL ceiling, Maui-Noah might not be on the level of past number 3 picks, but this is a different draft, and he brings a high floor, one which would immediately upgrade the Cardinals' right tackle spot.
And they could use offensive line certainly there. All right, so now I have Tennessee.
Now you got Tennessee.
So I got Bailey, I got Love, I got Styles, I got Downs. I got a lot of real talent there. I think they want to I think their goal is to make Cam Ward as good as humanly possible. I think there's a lack of weaponry there. I'm going to say Love at 4.
Oh, my God. Give him the dink. Jeremiah Love,
nice.
Number 4. Good for you.
All right.
So they had, with money to spend in free agency, Tennessee should be in a much more stable place before we get to April. An AFC scout for a team that already has an established running back called Jeremiah Love the best player in the draft.
There you go. All right, so now the Giants have Styles and Downs available.
That's right.
Oh, dear. There are trades involved in this for him or no?
There are no, just later in the draft. None as we get through in the middle.
All right, I'm going to say he has the Giants taking. All right, I want Styles. He has Downs.
Oh, he's so close. He has Styles.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
All right, so, okay, you're going to love this. Is going to be a favorite part of this whole little breakdown.
Go ahead. Read it to me slowly.
Okay. For much of the season and pre-draft process, I felt like I had to convince doubters of why Styles deserved to be a top 10 pick. After his workout in Indianapolis, the skeptics have disappeared. But it wasn't just what Styles did on the field. His interviews with NFL teams were phenomenal, according to a team source, with one team even giving him a standing ovation at the end of a session.
Can I tell you something right now?
It moved.
That's exactly the phrase I was going to use.
Yeah,
not a ton, but a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little peekaboo.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so they got Cleveland at 6.
I don't even care now.
Okay.
I'm done.
They got Fano going at 6. Commanders taking David Bailey at 7. Saints taking Carnell Tate at 8. Chiefs get Reuben Bain at 9.
Wow.
And the Bengals get Caleb Downs at 10.
Well, the Bengals, that'd be a home run.
Home run.
Bain is going 9.
Yep.
See, I think what's happened now is what Dane has in the top of the draft is really going to put very talented guys into that 7 to 10 range.
Right. In the short arms for Bain, clearly are going to be, well, who knows? But I
think that's a concern. I do. I mean, it's really a non-existent problem. I think it's the first time that they talk about a top 100 player with arms that are going to be less than 31 inches long.
Yeah, but he's got the tape. I mean, he
does. But, I heard someone the other day said, when he goes up against the Trent Williams of the world,
right.
he's not going to be able to compete at that level.
Yeah, you're going up against that.
You saw Will Campbell.
Yeah.
And that was the knock on him, short arms, and he struggled at times this year.
All right, here's another. Can you imagine? He's got Tampa getting Kenyon Sadiq with the 15th pick.
I love him.
Just to add to their weaponry.
I think RJ, thinks he's more of a, RJ, you can correct me if I'm wrong, more of a workout warrior than going to be a massive, productive NFL player. Sadiq.
I like Sadiq. I just wonder if it scares me when tight ends pop at the combine, and he's a really good player. I liked watching him at Oregon. But there's other talented players around there. In theory, he would have had the second, maybe first, in some eyes, best quarterback of this draft thrown to him. And I wonder what it looks like outside that system. But he got himself paid. He's a monster.
He's a monster. Yeah.
I've heard him connected to the Rams.
That would scare me.
Well, that's how this all came up yesterday.
That would scare me.
Is I was looking at Jordan Reed's mock draft, and Jordan Reed had Sadiq to the Rams at 13, and RJ was like, I think he might be one of those workout warriors more than someone. If he went to the Rams, RJ, I don't think that'd be good for your life.
Now, workout warrior, I just mean, I saw him for a long time hovering around the back half, maybe back third of round 1. And when a guy goes from that point up to...
he runs like that.
When you start talking about a top 10 player, I wonder if he'll be overdrafted.
I'm glad he had such a good combine because I do not want him to land in Philadelphia.
I actually think that his aunt, Anita Sadiq, was a...
I'm being preemptive. Stop it.
I don't even really understand what's happening.
I don't think
you're better off. You're better off.
That honestly went right over my head.
There were reports yesterday that Goddard is gone.
Right.
That's over.
Right.
So
if Sadiq is there for the Eagles at 25,
I think he's a really, really good player. But I worry that when you start moving up 20 draft spots because of the combine,
I don't think it'd be 20. I think
you got to figure out who needs Sadiq.
He's relentless.
It's still going.
Yeah.
Is there any other player we can talk about?
Here's the thing I will say.
Yeah.
I think it's all great.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
it's a stretch.
It's kind of falling on.
All right, let's get back to the draft here.
Yeah.
New York Jets. Any clue at 16? So Sadiq goes 15. Jets now have 16.
Is Mekhi Lemon on the board?
Mekhi Lemon is in fact on the board.
I'm going to go Mekhi Lemon at 16.
That is 100% correct.
What? I mean, I am Dane Brugler.
You are good.
Yes.
It said maybe the Jets will offer more size at receiver to complement Garrett Wilson, but Lemon has the competitive DNA that should speak to head coach Aaron Glenn and general manager Darren Muji.
And apparently he's great in the interview room.
Oh, come on. Now you're being a jerk.
What do you mean?
Hey, he was not. He was terrible in the interview room.
He's that. Yes. Sorry.
And the only trade he has on the in the first round is he's got Arizona coming back up to 28.
Get the quarterback.
And taking Ty Simpson. And then second round, he has the Jets taking C.J. Allen, linebacker from Georgia, and he has the Giants taking Jeremy Bernard, wide receiver, Alabama.
Well, I like him. And then who does he have the Jets taking at 44?
At 44, he has the Jets taking Chris Johnson, corner from San Diego State.
So how would you feel about that if you're the Jets? About that draft, the way he draws it up?
I would feel good about the draft.
Yeah, you get Lemon, you get Reese, Who else? Who do you get in the second round?
You got Lemon, you get Reese, you get a linebacker, C.J. Allen from Georgia at 33, and then you get a corner at 44.
I don't know how you couldn't like that if you're the Jets.
Well, this is what they have to do, though. This is why I like the whole idea of do we trade all these picks that it would take to get the first overall pick to get Carlos Mendoza. I think is a little bit premature.
I think it's very premature because if you looked at Mendoza and thought surefire, can't miss, elite NFL quarterback, you give up anything for him. I don't feel like that at all. I like him. If I'm the Raiders, I'd be happy to get him, but I'm not going to mortgage everything I have if I'm the Jets to go get that.
No, you like him when it's your pick.
Right, exactly. If the Jets took him at 2, I'd like that. I'm not giving up 2, 3 first-round picks to move up one spot to get Mendoza. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, so that's again, it's a phone call you have to make. I'm sure you'll make the phone call, but it doesn't sound like unless you offer something crazy that Vegas is moving off the first pick.
Let's break. 800-919-3776. We'll take the calls that you make now on the Jets, on the Giants. We got to get a little more into the Giants as well. On the Knicks with the magnitude of the game tonight. Again, 800-919-3776. We'll do 3 stars, put a bow on this, and hand it over to Bart and Carlin next. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts tonight at Jack Doyle's with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Thunder, Jack Doyle's is your destination. The party tips off at 6:30 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans tonight at 240 West 30th Street to cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Jack Doyle's.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
College basketball is nonstop. Big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every single night. Now FanDuel is giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger wins with a college basketball parlay profit boost. Here's how it works. Build any college hoops parlay you want. All right, like the early tip, sure, the rivalry game, you feeling that, the ranked matchup, late night West Coast shootout, it's all there for you. Mixed spreads, totals, props, whatever fits what you're looking for. Then just apply your profit boost and instantly bump up the potential payout. Go safe, go spicy, go with the team you've been following all season. It's your parlay, your style, now with more upside behind it. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, play your game. 21 and over, physically present in New York, opt-in required. Minimum 2-leg parlay required. Bonus issues, non-withdrawable boost builder tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, Long Island. Play with them, play against them, and we didn't change the name. It's still Pickleball Madness.
Meet Rick DiPietro and see his hot, sexy body and play pickleball with him. Watch college basketball with him. What a treat that'll be.
Get to play pickleball with Rick and Dave, and it's going to be great.
Tell him how to sign up, Dave.
All you do, there's a little tile on the ESPN New York app. Click on that tile, it'll lead you to how you can join, and away you go.
Pickleball Madness is brought to you by Pickleball Heaven and ESPN New York.
Rick, guess who's back?
Carlin's back.
No. Jordan
Raanan's
is back. Raanan popped his way back into studio, and he's drinking like an iced matcha something looking thing.
Let me see what he's drinking. Is it green?
It
green. Was green. I just finished it.
Yeah.
So over at the building, they had called Sipper Sips, and so they had pictures of smoothies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll go get the berry one, and I get to the front of the line. They're like, we don't have the berry one.
Uh-oh. You have to adjust on the fly?
You either get some green one or a breakfast sipper. And this was a breakfast sipper, which also happened to be green.
What's in a breakfast sipper? You don't even know what you just drank.
No idea.
What happens if you're allergic to it?
Well, I read it. It was like oats and...
Oats.
Yeah, it had oats and oat milk.
Didn't you almost die here once on this show?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm trying to be healthier.
That was like we were this close from the end of you, right?
I had like 7 steaks in Indianapolis, so yeah.
I'll pour some water down your throat. You okay?
You got
those guys have.
No, this is not
deeply
good.
concerned.
It's
right
not
now.
good.
That's when he decided to eat a giant bowl of fruit on the air.
No, he drank the melon juice.
Whereas when you have Justin Fields with who probably isn't even in that category, and then on top of that,
you all right?
Yeah, I might die here.
Not great.
I know you drank the juice to get yourself back to life, but initially you ate the whole bowl of fruit, which is probably what you ended up choking on.
On the air, you're eating fruit?
No, I ate it during the break earlier.
I don't understand why people eat food during the breaks here.
Why not?
Because you're supposed to be like dialed in on the show.
6 to 10 a.m. You got to eat breakfast sometime, don't you?
Give me your fruit bowl. I will pour water in the fruit bowl. You can drink it out of it.
No?
No.
All right.
We are a station that believes in properly being nourished at all times.
I mean,
the fruit juice has brought me back to life.
No one is Bart. Bart will consume like a full meal during the show. Courses.
He definitely seems like the 7 meals a day kind of guy.
Like courses.
100%.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not like a quick, easy snack. He's bringing in pork chops.
Right. Pork chops, breaded chicken breast, like sides, like do you want rice or quinoa on the side?
Rick has to be doing some crazy stuff.
No, Rick takes his supplements, and Rick will eat a bar here and there, but Rick is not. It's not out of control.
Rick will wait till after the show. Like we're here for work, 4 hours.
Like a human being.
A little fruit is that bad?
Well, with your track record, risking to eat during
what
show.
Track record? I mean, the only time I almost died eating was that time.
Yeah, but you stroked out on national television. That's the
but
track
that had nothing
record.
to do with
tiptoe
fruit.
around it.
Did that have anything to do with fruit?
But did we ever line that up? Did we know that you didn't have fruit within 2 to 4 hours before that hit? Maybe you have a fruit allergy we don't know about.
Yeah, your sugar spikes and you can't get. And all of a sudden you just go.
Maybe you need insulin. I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly that you need. How's your son?
Hey, at least Rick lets you forget about your bad moments.
Oh yeah,
he really
he really lets you forget about it.
Really doesn't harp on it too much.
How's your son? This non-sports.
Hey, you know what? So we've been playing basketball lately.
Okay.
Yeah, we got upcoming. We got him signed up for flag football,
Brody, right?
And baseball.
Brody,
yeah, might be coming around.
I love it.
Yeah, he told me the other day that because they got it was kind of like warm out, so we were shooting the baskets in the basketball in the driveway, and he's like, "That was a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun when I make the shots." And I'm like, "Yeah, right. I mean, it's not that easy though. You got to practice in order to make the shots." And he's, no, I don't want to do that.
So he doesn't want to put the time in.
No, he just wants to make every shot. It's kind of tough.
So he wants to run the marathon from mile 25 on.
Right.
He doesn't want the work that goes into it. He just wants the rewards.
It doesn't sound like he'd love fishing either, Jordan.
No, we're not a fishing family.
No?
No.
Doesn't sound like his work ethic is all that good.
Oh, God.
What?
I mean,
am I wrong?
He's 6 years old.
He's 6 years old.
Okay.
He's,
I mean, you act
he's
like
an
you have this
excellent.
tremendous.
He's an excellent reader at this
Right,
point.
you
He's a
act like
good
you have this
reader.
Tremendous work ethic.
Is he
He's
in
been
a
working
book?
on it.
Is he in a book club?
He's 6 years old.
Oh,
Come
so
on.
what? They have children's book clubs. Get him into a book club.
They're learning. What do you mean? I'm getting into all these sports. Yo, so I have a buddy.
Yeah.
He gave me jerseys so his son outgrew them, right? And so, I mean, Brody has. I'm not even joking. My buddy dropped off a bag. It's like 40 or 50 jerseys of every sport. Brody has a
40 or 50 jerseys.
Lamar Jackson. He's got like Sauce Gardner's, like all kinds of crazy stuff in there.
So your buddies gave you thousands of dollars of jerseys.
But most half of the guys got traded.
Was this Gary?
No, it wasn't Gary.
So he gave you, and is Brody like intrigued by all these new jerseys now to his collection?
He likes them. They're just a little big. We got to wait till.
That's nice though.
The problem is that they all outdated by the time he gets to them.
And he's Bills, right? That's his number one favorite team.
Like
of
he
all
has
the
a Bills
teams.
jersey. It's Steph Diggs. So.
Oh, so that's a little outdated. So you're a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
If Brody were to show up one day and be like, Dad, I love the Mets, how would that fly? Like
no, I told him he can't be a Mets fan.
But
and
Nick,
he's got to be a Knicks fan.
But you desperately want him to be a sports fan. So would you take Mets over nothing, or does it have to be?
Can't be a
Yankees?
Mets fan.
No,
that's the one I can't.
What if he walked in with a Roman Anthony jersey and he's like, I love the Red Sox. Roman Anthony's sister's so hot.
He'd have good taste.
I mean, that feels like a best of both worlds.
Mets would bother me more than that at this point.
That is asinine.
That is the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Don't comment out loud about 20-year-olds, okay?
And that is wild.
I know. My hatred for the Red Sox has kind of dissipated in
It
recent years.
It makes no sense.
In recent years, it just has.
It makes no sense.
The rivalry, to me, has kind of lost some of its luster.
Hey, Jordan, did you hear what we do on the show?
What's that?
Play to Jordan what we do on the show here.
Oh, no.
Which one do you want?
You know exactly which one. You know exactly which one.
All right, hang on.
I know we bust on each other all the time.
I mean, 3 stars was coming, but, you know.
Tell me that's not alarming, Jordan.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to be involved in that.
Right.
That's just me. I mean,
sometimes
you're lucky you ducked out for a few minutes.
I might have to leave here.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3's too many.
If you didn't realize, you're talking to like Benny Hill here on the other end of the microphone.
I would be in trouble because I find myself saying compromising things and like not realizing.
I think we all
it.
do. The problem is most people hear them, and even if they internally like chuckle for a moment, they don't make a thing about it. Luckily, we get to work with someone that every time that happens, they bring it to everyone's attention.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Right. Welcome to the show. Jordan, you want to throw it to Raymond for 3 stars?
Sure.
It's great.
It wasn't
Ray?
like a trick question.
Hi, Jordan.
How you doing today?
Fantastic.
All right, you ready for 3 stars?
I am.
What do you got?
A lot.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
I mean, we'll start right there with myself because Dave took, now that I think about it, the farther we get away from it, it's kind of a shot.
Should I be honest or should I not? Raymond looks tired today.
I mean, I didn't think I felt that tired, but he's looking at my eyes. Now I've got to get injections. Maybe I need to get a Botox injection or something. Do you know a guy maybe I can talk to?
Number 2.
I know a guy who wants to talk.
Is Carlos Mendoza? Is Fernando Mendoza?
That's one of the other things we do on this show.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I got a little thing.
But honestly, the winner in the clubhouse today.
I know we bust on each other all the time and give each other.
It's the truth.
Number 1.
No, Jordan, your number 1 star today because you surprised everybody.
Wow! My mind just got completely blown. Just busted through the doors, Rick.
I'm gonna assuming it's Jordan Raanan.
And not only did he actually terrified me.
And I mean,
I could talk to Jordan about the Giants for the next 42 hours.
He really could.
Right, that's an obvious move.
And more money.
And money, right. and but you're gonna, if you spend it on Rico Dowdle, then you're just basically trading money.
Yes, Dave is very excited about the Giants' money.
You think because I asked about 3 free agents that now
you're
we're
going to run out of material?
It is a lot of material, but yeah, you could run out.
The guy was at the combine.
I even have
the organization has completely had an upheaval, and you're concerned because I asked about Cordell Flott?
I mean, guys could leave. It's concerning. You could run new offenses.
If they were to sign Linderbaum, what happens with Schmitz?
Yeah. What do you think they do with Schmitz if they sign Linderbaum?
I don't know what they'll do.
Maybe they run a 2-setter offense. What do they call that?
I mean, you go to RJ for help.
RJ, I know that you are in Rick's pocket, but please.
There are the shots.
Kyler Murray's the Pittsburgh quarterback, though.
What's a Pittsburgh quarterback these days?
A little quarterback? I don't know.
RJ has no chance in Pittsburgh.
No.
the secret
Did I
notebook.
miss when RJ was like this high-end big pitching prospect or something?
Who invited you to the studio anyways?
It's all RJ. RJ gets all the credit. Great job today, boys.
Oh,
We'll see
great
each other
job.
tomorrow.
Wonderful job from everyone around. Ray, you look like $1 million. It's Rule 76.
No excuses. Playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg, Raanan, and
everybody 65 or sooner.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
I know we bust on each other all the time and give each other.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't my doing 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number